what it did, but we got the new one, and the new one's hella cool.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It is Flash Willie. Welcome back to some more Grand Theft Auto 5 RP. We're potentially going to be doing a shorter session here today. We're going to be doing court, and we're here for a civil case. I'm going to just go ahead and put the word out, everybody. That's all right. What's up, everybody? We're gonna be we're gonna be it may be a shorter session today. We're streaming the court case. I'm sort of like on duty, off duty kind of thing right now. Lieutenant Scott Bauer and Charlie Bauer here at the courtroom. Definitely wanted to be part of the new Chief Justice's civil court case. We should be good because I'm assuming that the I think the plaintiff actually showed up for court, so we're just and the defense will obviously be here. So I believe it is a member of the Fallen Wolves that is suing in civil court against LSPD. Claiming a wrongful arrest, defamation of character, and improper use of BRD, or what is known as beyond reasonable doubt. Bear with me for 1 second. We just kind of I just everything live here because I want to be able to, because there's a bunch of people that were telling me that they were not going to be able to make the trial or be in city. It's kind of a big deal. I mean, our DOJ is very underutilized, and there's some specific reasons as to why, which we might be able to discuss as kind of time goes on here. What's up, Zeus? Welcome to the chat, buddy. Wish I could get more time to be in city recently. I've been busy as hell. Yeah, no, it happens, dude. Don't worry about it. Today was a bunch of low-intensity police work, but I honestly feel like I didn't get anything done. That's what happens when you have a mentally ill individual who thinks that he's a sovereign sheriff, and then he steals police cars, gets smoked by SWAT, and then arrested. Hopefully we'll be able to hear back this far.
I hope so.
Be able to.
That's why
they all need to turn their voices on Bauer level.
That's why I might actually make a great judge, because even on whisper, I'm still extraordinarily loud.
Fact.
If I was to use my deaf level of volume from where the judge sits, I think it might actually be just considered loud.
I'll tell you what. When I get on the stand, I'll be screaming just for you.
All right, thank you so much. My old ears don't hear too well, so I might need you to speak up.
Look at that! You'll get a little shout out, Bauer.
As long as he's like, who was that man right there in the audience? Like, I don't know anything about it.
Throw me in contempt of court. As long as we get to say you can't handle the truth, everything should be good.
Oh yeah.
Ever seen a Liar Liar with Jim Carrey?
Oh yeah.
I have not.
What?
Oh my God.
That's as soon as you are free next, you have to watch it.
Ooh. I'll try and be quiet, chat.
Good afternoon, everyone. Please be seated. All right, court is now in session in the case Hanson v. LSPD. As a reminder, this is a civil case. We will not be revisiting the charges that have been levied and served against Mr. Hanson. This is for alleged injuries against Mr. Hanson.
You might have to turn it up just a little bit, chat.
The way that this civil trial will go, for those of you who are unfamiliar, the plaintiff has the burden of proof in such a case, meaning that they have to prove that injuries occurred that were inflicted by LSPD. LSPD will then have the opportunity to refute those injuries. Both parties will have the opportunity to call witnesses and cross-examine. We'll try to get this over as expediently and efficiently as possible. All right, Mr. McNamara, you are here on behalf of the plaintiff. We'll let you start off first.
I'm gonna briefly hang on, chat. Turn this up just a little bit. So, if you guys are playing the home game, I think we need to shout. Yeah. Yeah, we're not able to hear. Right, everybody needs to be told to shout. Except if you're shit talking in the back like me.
Show Alpha 208 10-8 1040.
Yeah, you're just not very
I can hear you fine, but I think it may be best to shout. We are a bit spread out.
But
I don't think so. Unless you consider.
You may want to go ahead and take a moment and get that sorted. We want everyone to be able to hear.
Yeah, I see some people outside, so
yeah, we're not able to hear. Okay, so everybody, just so you understand the difference. So this is a civil trial and not a criminal trial. So in a criminal trial, the state accuses, the state presses charges, but essentially it is a responsibility of the state to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that the plaintiff is guilty. I'm sorry, the defendant. In a civil case, in this case, I think it's Mr. McNamara. Mr. McNamara has to prove, if I believe the evidentiary standard is the preponderance of the evidence. So he has to have greater than 50% of the evidence in his favor.
Bailiff, would you mind assisting?
What the fuck is that? That actually looks just like Autumn.
Would you mind assisting Mr. Hanson with raising his voice?
Back him around a little bit.
Thank you.
Is it under FiveM?
We're going through the settings right now, chat. So it's important to understand that, first of all, in a civil trial, so Charlie in the peanut gallery is asking, is Autumn with Buck? And it kind of looks like Autumn, chat. And it also may actually kind of look like Buck. I don't know. That's weird. Answer to your question is I do not know. Your new soul. Maybe. Yeah. Could be. I don't know. It's just someone who looked a lot like.
The actual name of the action, though. It's alphabetically sorted.
Can everybody hear me now? Mic on?
I don't think it.
Yeah, we're good over here.
Good over there?
Yes, sir.
Alright, I'll start from the top. Your Honor, members of the court. Today, we are here to seek justice for Mr. Jacob Hanson, who has been wrongfully accused and convicted by the Los Santos Police Department. This case is not just about the charges of armed robbery, murder, fleeing and eluding, and possession of an unregistered firearm. It is about the fundamental principles of justice, fairness, and the rule of law that underpin our legal system. On May 5th, 2024, Mr. Hanson was arrested following an incident involving an armored bank truck. The police claim that they witnessed Mr. Hanson robbing an armored bank truck. However, the evidence will show that the actions taken by the Los Santos Police Department were based on assumptions and insufficient evidence, rather than concrete proof beyond a reasonable doubt. Here are some key points. Lack of direct evidence. The police officers who responded to the scene, Sergeant Yang and Officer Fitzgerald, did not see Mr. Hanson inside the armored truck or interacting with the armored truck. They did not witness him committing the robbery. Instead, they saw him running from behind the truck, which does not conclusively link him to the crime. Another note to make is the supervisor's notes. Supervisor Hans Flores and Dakota Whitty noted in the reviews that the arrest did not meet the standard of beyond reasonable doubt. They explicitly pointed out that seeing Mr. Hanson running from behind the truck did not demonstrate that he robbed the truck or shot the driver.
Oh shit.
Also, to consider due process violations. The actions of the Los
Ruby
Angeles
underscore
Police Department
343.
deprived Mr.
Thank you so
Hanson of
much
his
for the
right to due
follow.
process. The rush to judgment and the procedural flaws indicate a failure to properly investigate and ensure that the charges were based on solid evidence. In conclusion, Your Honor, members of the court,
You guys are not sure
you will
where
hear
you are.
from
This is going to be
witnesses,
San
review
Andreas Valley
evidence, and see
RP.
that the Los Santos Police Department acted prematurely and without sufficient proof. You will understand that Mr. Hanson was wrongfully accused and that the charges against him were not supported by the necessary evidence required to prove guilt beyond a reasonable doubt. At the end of this trial, we are confident that you will see through the truth and find in favor of Mr. Hanson, recognizing the injustice he has suffered. We ask for your careful consideration of the facts and for you to hold the Los Santos County Police Department accountable for their actions. Thank you.
Very well. Defense, your opening argument?
All right, here comes Dakota, y'all.
Your Honor, requesting your permission to approach the bench, please.
Certainly.
Oh shit.
Plaintiff, if you want to approach as well.
Now
And
Dakota
gentlemen, we'll just step
Dakota
up
is
to
an
the front.
IRL cop, so keep that in mind, everybody. David V. Goliath here.
Your Honor, based on the opening of the plaintiff, it sounds like they're not only contesting the BRD violation, but it sounds like they're objecting to the arrest charges, requesting that this court recognize that this should be a criminal proceedings court where the plaintiff is actually the defense.
Mr. McNamara, what you filed for is a civil suit. Is that your intent or is your intention
So
to visit the charges themselves?
this is kind of a strange situation because it's a civil case.
Very well.
The only reason why I'm addressing this is because his opening is addressing that the charges against him are essentially being contested, and he's saying he's wrongfully arrested, which I mentioned before, and I tried to address it, and it sounds like he's indicating or trying to reflect that he is innocent of those charges and not guilty, or this should go to a criminal court if that is the case.
So if you guys can't quite hear, Dakota's basically alleging because they appear to be contesting the criminal charges. This seems like it would be a criminal case, not a civil case. The like some of the aspects of the civil case, only because I'm privy to it a little bit, is like there's a like alleging defamation of character, for example, which again, oh, hello. Miss Brave, fashionably late.
I'm going to interrupt because I'm confused now, because a second ago I could have sworn you just said we don't want to revisit the charges, but now it sounds like you want to revisit the charges to plead innocence of the charges that he was arrested for. So are we contesting the charges or are we not? Because your opening, we're addressing that.
So I think that yeah, there's a contesting of the there's a contesting of the charges, which there is a process for that with the beyond reasonable doubt case. So if we're in civil court, it's because there's some type of damage, but it's not criminal. So defamation of character could definitely be that, that would be a civil trial. But when we're alleging, for example, that there was improper use of BRD or that they're innocent of the charges, you're seeking an appeal on the criminal front, which, I mean, he may very well get, especially if if for some reason there was something improper with the BRD.
Your Honor, since we're here, I do want to bring up that in the court procedure, for the DOJ process, it states that if BRD is determined after the fact to not be in fact BRD, it would proceed with criminal trial, which we offered the opportunity when I clearly indicated that BRD is not recognized, but somehow we're still here in civil trial. So
So what Dakota is saying is that if for some reason that the BRD is considered to be improper, then we would proceed with the criminal trial. So we're kind of in this weird place where I think that McNamara, if I'm assuming that's the actual plaintiff's name, I could be wrong. I got the plaintiff's wrong. Maybe McNamara is the attorney.
We can move to criminal trial. The only reason being is because what they're fighting here is essentially for the violation of the BRD, but there's set standards for this particular issue, which would kind of just make this whole civil case out the window, to be honest.
Right. So what Dakota is basically saying is they're trying to basically shove a civil case or a civil. They're trying to shove a criminal case into a civil suit, and you just can't do that. Right. Jacob Hanson is the plaintiff. Thank you. Yeah, you're absolutely right, Zeus.
We've determined that wasn't BRD, and I mentioned that, and I thought we were going to move from the civil case to criminal trial, so he had his fair due process. And it sounds like that would be the only reason for a civil trial, but again, this is the reason why there's a standard for BRD rejections. Meaning
Just kill him.
they would proceed from towards a criminal trial. Your Honor, it's your call here. We would have to either go ahead and proceed this as a criminal trial or reschedule.
Now that I understand what it is.
Oh shit, Richard B in the chat, y'all. Firing squad. I mean, it is an interesting perspective because, like, we could, I mean, you know, Bauer could just technically stand up, pull his pistol out, and just blow this guy away, and that's it. I think it's a case of no balls. Just like, I even know this guy. Where are all of his Follow Wolf brothers?
So the evidence, I've already submitted photographs. I can collect the physical evidence and bring it here within a matter of seconds.
Freddie over here trying to get thumbs up in the chat to get Bauer to kill the guy.
Okay. Okay.
Not technically a green zone. I mean, I would just lose my job and go to prison, but I wouldn't get banned.
Ladies and gentlemen, court is going to take a 15-minute recess as this case will be shifting from civil to criminal in order to contest charges and BRD application.
Oh shit,
We
chat.
ask you to take a rest, step outside if you'd like, and the court will reconvene in 15 minutes.
Ooh, plot twist.
Dakota, shut him up real quick.
Man, plot twist.
Alright. Sorry, so we gotta take a break because the way this was sounded like it needed to go to criminal from civil. As I suspected. So it is what it is.
Mr. Dakota,
Hello.
who in the world landed a helicopter in the front lawn out here?
Me.
We're trying to
That's how I got here.
Me?
my ride.
Oh, it's Moore's new soul, y'all. And he's like, who landed the helicopter? Dakota's like, I did.
Courthouse.
Here to
here
pick
now.
me up, take me back to the Oval Office.
What?
Come on, Moore.
It was a
Slap
joke.
AO1 in
Oh,
cuffs,
that's
buddy,
like-
just so we can
Oh,
watch
is
you
that
do
your
it.
helicopter or no?
No, it's not.
Oh, okay.
We'll go see.
Put the chief of police in cuffs so we can all sit here and watch what happens next. We can play the what happens next game.
15 minutes. I gotta head over. Chow, can you do me a favor? Can you go grab the evidence pertaining to 3388? Bring
Yep.
that over here.
Sounds good.
Uh-oh.
Alright.
Physical evidence, everybody. So 3388. All right, chat. Let's do it. Check it out. Let's check it out. Yeah, God, every Jesus, it's a brunette Moore, right? Yeah.
Warning, armed, active ankle monitor.
All right. So we have the Adam 36, Gerald Fitzgerald is at least the reporting officer. If not, the arresting officer going to be for Jacob Hanson.
Yeah, I got a cousin.
Fingerprinted DNA'd
Okay.
on a bagardoo. I don't know what that is. Okay, so 1 count of armed robbery, 1 count of reckless evading, 1 count of fleeing from a Leo on foot, 1 count of possession of an unregistered firearm.
Yeah, sure. How can I help you?
1 count of murder, 1 count of resisting arrest, and it looks like they recovered a Mark 18.
Yeah, they're no longer secure. We've got to refresh them.
Oh, I've seen that bike before.
Is there a fucking exit over there?
Who parked a helicopter on the front lawn?
Dakota. That's a...
Gotcha.
Ooh, that
Make
is...
sure we-
Oh, yeah, sure. Oh, he ran from behind the
we
armored
refresh
car,
it,
and that,
then
of course,
come
is not
back in.
illegal. Yes, because, of course, somebody coming from behind the armored car would definitely not be robbing it. All right, so Gerald Fitzgerald's narrative here.
What's up, girl?
Hey, how are you?
Doing good. How are
I, Officer Gerald
Oh, doing
Fitzgerald,
pretty
Sergeant
good.
Chow
How's
Yang,
married
responded to
life
an
been
armored
treating
truck
you?
robbery at Postal
Oh, you
7348. It took
My
about
husband
60
goes to
seconds.
okay.
60 seconds, chat. They were on scene.
Well, you're like a
By
phoenix.
the
you
time
just
the
keep
call
coming
came
back.
in,
This
upon
is
arriving
great.
on scene, I observed the suspect running from behind the truck and get on his bike
Oh, yeah, no.
See,
that was sitting in
It's good,
front
like,
of the armored
Good.
truck. So he parked his bike in front of the truck to block it,
Oh, that's right.
got off the bike, went around the back.
got, like,
The driver's side door of the
and
truck,
tennis
Officer
court,
Yang, and then, let's see.
Blackwater.
Oh, the truck was
Good
dead
for
on the
you.
ground.
Yeah.
Oh, the
He's
truck
on
driver
vacation
was dead on the
right now,
ground
so
beside
I've
the side door,
everything that the other
and then
ship
pursued the
was on
motorcycle. The
too,
suspect was
so-
driving above
Where's,
100
the
miles
mechanic
per
shop
hour
at?
past the
It's
Pillbox
over at,
Medical.
8230.
Suspect
Okay.
fled southbound behind the Fleeca Bank. He then climbed a
Very
ladder.
nice. That's a
I
good
attempted to
location.
tase, but missed after
Oh,
climbing
yeah.
the first set of ladders.
It's starting to get
Suspect
some more
tripped. I was able to get him into
business I'm happy
custody,
about,
place
so
it
it's
in
also
now
saying
identified as
Hanson
Jacob
from the only
Hanson.
one and can't
Seriously?
get anyone hired on until
He
Congress
was removed from the
passed.
vehicle. Mr.
Oh,
Hanson
no.
began walking away.
Oh, no.
Officer
Oh.
Weston
That captain
tased
over there
him in
looked
order to
like
get
he could
Mr.
be
Hanson to
twin brothers.
comply. The resisting arrest.
Some loud voices.
He had
Oh,
an
yeah.
unregistered
Hey, you,
firearm.
Jethro?
Casings found at the crime scene around the body of the driver truck.
I don't know.
Mr. Hanson headed to let's see.
I mean, they look a lot alike too. You guys
Oh,
triplets?
so he had an
I feel
unregistered
like we have a
firearm
lot
on
of people
him
on Bauer level of voices.
that matched the casings found at the crime scene. So he had. So they got him dead to rights, chat.
I think my favorite was we were driving down the highway and somebody knew Bauer was 3 lanes over on the highway
So-
with how loud he is.
Oh my
Reasonable
God.
suspicion of
Yeah.
the stop would have been him running
Yeah.
from behind the vehicle.
Loud.
But here's the thing.
You literally can't hear him from a mile away.
Here's the thing, right?
Seriously.
Fresh deputy, not for-
So I know people might not agree, but my favorite Christmas gift I ever received from him was a pair of earplugs.
Here's the key, chat. Okay, because the argument was, oh, there wasn't
Most
reasonable
useful gift
suspicion.
ever.
I would say
Hang on. Let me back this down just a tad because I know Charlie's having a conversation.
Well, see,
Okay.
noise canceling headphones are good too, but when you're, the guy.
So the argument is that there wasn't reasonable suspicion for the stop, and they're not sufficient enough probable cause for a Terry frisk or a search because he was running out from behind the armored truck. So what the plaintiff failed to mention is that Mr. Hanson ran from behind the armored truck and then got on his bike and led a police chase through multiple intersections in excess of 100 miles per hour before crashing at Legion Square. He then fled southbound from Legion Square behind the Fleeca, climbed a ladder, was the taser did not connect, but then he tripped, and then they were able to tackle him. So he fled from the scene. He led a felonious police chase in excess of 100 miles an hour and running several red lights, crashed his bike, ran behind the Fleeca right by Legion Square, climbed a ladder to evade police, was tased and tackled, and then he was searched, found an unregistered firearm, at which point the casings at the scene of the armored truck robbery matched the firearm serial number. He had a drill on his person, gold bars, diamonds, emeralds, and safe codes in his possession. I mean, he's federally fucked, chat. He's federally fucked. There's no fucking way these charges
It
get
was
dropped.
fun until the landing.
Yeah.
There's no fucking way. No fucking way, chat. He can contest if the entire if his entire argument is under the basis that there wasn't reasonable suspicion for the stop at the time that he ran behind the armored car. It doesn't fucking matter because they didn't stop him there. They had him on a bike.
Thank you.
Yeah,
My
I like
mother
it.
made it.
I like it.
Can I have her as my seamstress too? 'Cause shit.
That's some good work right there.
This ought to be good because I mean, dude, he's dead to rights. He is fucking dead to rights.
Yeah.
I'm excited. We tried to come to the trial of the Bob Sweat, and then the Bob Sweat never turned up to the trial.
Doesn't surprise me.
Oh,
We were
sick,
looking forward to seeing what would all
sick
happen.
burn, Charlie, sick burn.
I need to start coming to these.
I'm hoping that we have more now too. Like this is pretty interesting.
Oh yeah.
Could have had a more
I'm
trial,
hoping
but
for
he
jury
decided he
duty,
wanted
too,
a
so I'm
perma
hoping
instead.
At some point, they'll need like a trial with a jury because I'm curious to see how that goes.
Hashtag easy way out.
You don't want me on no jury trial.
Man, we could have had it. We could have a whole thing more. We could have had a trial. We could have had a.
Now on our way back to the courtroom.
You know, I did get a couple grand for signing up, so that was really nice.
Would have been awesome. Would have been awesome. Could have even gotten off. Who knows how we obtained the evidence. Maybe that whole process would have
I
been
know, it might be
fucked.
bad though, you know, being that one's
Who
ex,
knows?
they'll just be like guilty,
Who knows?
guilty. Everyone's guilty.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we have the evidence. We're good here.
Oh boy.
So they're gonna show the physical evidence of the Mark 18, physical evidence of the casings collected at the scene.
Oh, I didn't realize she was here.
Oh my god.
Good luck. Good luck, everybody. Good luck, plaintiff. Gonna call him to the scene and be like, "Did you run? Yes. Why? Why'd you run? Oh, I was scared." Oh, look, it's Blaze Night, everybody.
All rise for the Honorable Judge Hudson.
Welcome back, everyone. Thank you for your patience, and please be seated.
Here we go.
To clarify once again, this is now a criminal trial. This will be LSPD v. Jacob Hanson. As such, it is the burden of proof on the state to prove guilt of Mr. Hanson. The civil case that was previously mentioned is no longer in question.
I'm gonna turn this up, chat.
Chief Whitty, floor is yours.
Thank you.
Here we go. Date and time of this report. This douchebag to my right tried to rob an armored truck, ran on his bike, crashed, ran, got tased and tackled, fucked up by LSPD.
Chief, you may want to make sure that you're shouting.
Yeah, I just switched over now. Thank you everyone for being here. My name is Dakota Whitty, and with the Los Santos Police Department, I'm the chief. I'm here representing as the prosecution for the Department of Los Santos Police. We are here for Jacob Hanson, who committed armed robbery, reckless evasion, fleeing from LEO on foot, possession of an unregistered firearm, murder, and then resisting arrest. The state prosecution is asking that we review the facts of the case, and we will go over all the evidence that the department has. I'm sure that the defendant will use the opportunity to provide some type of evidence that as an alibi, but we'll see what he has to offer, and then I'll call up a couple of my witnesses to provide their testimonies as far as what they observed, and they'll testify against how they apprehended the suspect. Other than that, I have nothing more regarding my opening.
Outstanding, thank you. Mr. McNamara, we've heard your opening in the matter of the civil case. Is there anything you would like to change for that? Would
I
you
think
like
LSPD is gonna need a
reform
lawyer,
your
y'all.
opening statement?
No, I think we can proceed, Your Honor.
Outstanding.
Attorney Scott Bauer.
I presume I'll go ahead and call my first witness, Your Honor.
Yes, please do.
All right.
Fitzgerald, will you please stand up?
Officer
Prosecution's calling Officer LSPD Officer Gerald Fitzgerald to the stand. Oh.
All right, Officer Fitzgerald. You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
All right, you can be seated up there.
I guess all of McGee's dogs are barking, technically.
Chief, would you please proceed?
Sir Fitzgerald, if you could please state your first and last name for the record, please.
Gerald Fitzgerald,
And your occupation.
police officer.
Yeah, what rank,
And
buddy?
approximately how long have you been with as a police officer?
Around 2 months.
And please confirm for the records that you're employed by the Los Santos Police Department.
I am.
And what is your current rank or title that you hold with the department?
Sergeant.
Were you working on the day of May 5th of 2024?
Yes.
Was there any special events that you recall that took place that day?
An armed truck robbery.
That's good.
And armed truck robbery, how were you made aware of that particular incident?
A 911 dispatch
And what did the 911 dispatch indicate?
that a crime is being committed.
And just to clarify for the record, the crime was of a bank truck robbery, correct?
Yes.
And do you recall where the truck robbery incident was being alerted for? If not, it's okay. You can use your report or any documentation to refresh your memory with the permissions of their honor roll there.
Can you say the
Granted.
question again?
Oh.
You want me to repeat what?
Now,
Can you repeat the question?
The question was, do you recall
if
of
I was
where
if I was the
incident
plaintiff's
being
attorney,
alerted for?
I'd be objecting
Bank truck
right
robbery
now,
in particular.
claiming the report was hearsay.
At postal 7348.
Postal 7348. Were you working alone this particular day?
Sorry, I was
was
snacking.
not.
My bad.
And who were you working with?
Snacking hard.
Lieutenant Yang.
Lieutenant Yang. And is Lieutenant Yang here with you today? Or in this
Yes.
courtroom? Can you just identify him for the court, please?
Oh my God, that is not me
He
snacking,
is
chat.
sitting right side, front row.
It is so not me snacking.
Where I'm pointed? Well,
Yes.
if I can point. Okay. If the courts could just reflect that Officer Lieutenant Yang has been pointed out over here on the first row of
Damn it,
the
who is calling
west
the
side of the
phone?
court.
Court will recognize Lieutenant Yang has been identified.
Working with Officer Yang, were you guys in a patrol vehicle?
Yes.
I was
And
totally. I
what
was
kind of
snacking,
patrol
chat. That
vehicle
was
were you guys
totally
working
not
in
me.
that particular day?
A Dodge Charger speed unit.
Was the vehicle marked?
Yes.
Was it marked with
What the
Los
fuck is
Santos
that,
police
Chet?
insignias and was it operating with any lights and siren that particular day?
Yes.
Did you
Who the
respond
fuck is
to
that?
the bank truck robbery 911 notification in that particular vehicle? Were your lights and siren operating in response to that call for service?
Yes.
Did you respond in that vehicle?
Someone has some munchies.
Actually, disregard. Hold on. While responding to this call for service in particular, approximately how long did it take you to respond to the scene after receiving the initial 911 call?
About 60 seconds.
The only thing with the report
Do
being
you
stricken as
happen
hearsay,
to know the average time it takes to get to these particular calls?
No.
The average time.
I do not.
Couple minutes.
Okay.
60 seconds for an armored
When you
car robbery is pretty
responded
fast.
and then eventually arrived on scene, Did anything take place that you recall? Just initially when you first arrived on scene, did you observe anything?
Yes, I saw a person on the ground and a bank truck stopped at an intersection.
Do you recall what the bank truck looked like?
Yes, it was a green and white bank truck. Armored truck.
Do you recall what the person lying on the ground looked like?
All right, chat.
He
Do
appeared
we
to be
do we
wearing
tell
some
do we
form
tell
of
the guy very
security
quietly behind us that if he doesn't stop eating, I'm gonna make him choke to
And
death on
in
that fucking
comparison
shit
to
or
the
what?
truck, where was this person lying on the ground?
next to the driver's side door of the
Was
armored truck.
Was there anyone inside of the armored truck?
No.
Was there any other vehicles around the armored truck?
Yes, there was a motorcycle parked in front of the truck.
Do you recall what the motorcycle looked like?
Yes, it was a pink and blue motorcycle.
It's so loud.
Was there anyone on that motorcycle?
Not at the time of arrival.
After you arrived on scene, what actions did you take?
I looked around the scene and noticed.
Is that Pete Maverick?
Someone.
That son of a
running
bitch.
from behind the truck.
You noticed someone running from behind the truck. Can you please describe that person for me?
They looked like Mr. Hanson.
Who? Point him
Do you
out.
recall what that particular person was wearing?
Licking the dust off his fingers. Yeah, I saw that.
A yellow bandana and hat.
Oh,
with
Pete Maverick,
jeans.
y'all. That guy's so funny.
After seeing that person run out from behind the truck, where did that particular person go?
They got onto their bike and fled the scene.
Onto their bike, and where was their bike?
In front of the truck.
So the particular bike that you referenced earlier, the blue and pink bike that was parked in front of the armored truck?
Yes.
And you said they fled the scene, which I'm assuming you followed or chased?
Yes, we initiated a pursuit.
Okay. And approximately how long did the pursuit last?
A minute or so.
At any point during the pursuit, did you lose observation of the bike?
I don't believe so.
And why is it that you don't believe so?
We were in the speed unit. It's pretty quick.
Well, it's either you did or you didn't lose observation of the motorbike. At any point, did you have to disengage from the pursuit because you lost observation? Did you lose visual of the bike at all?
No, did not.
Okay. After the minute of pursuing the vehicle, what eventually led to the termination or the ending of the pursuit?
You say what initially led to?
How did the pursuit eventually end?
He wrecked.
The rider of the motorcycle crashed at Legion Square.
They crashed. Okay. And then after the motorcycle crashed, what happened with the driver?
He began raining on foot away from us, and we pursued them on foot.
Initiated the for pursuit. Okay. And then running after the suspect, were you the one chasing after the suspect?
Yes.
And did you eventually capture him or catch up to him?
So
Yes,
there,
behind the
there is a fire truck outside, y'all.
And ran up a ladder. After he ran up the ladder, he tripped, and I was able to get him into cuffs.
There is a fire truck outside, y'all.
And then after he was placed in the cuffs, he was taken into custody, I presume. And then what happened after that? Was he taken to a jail for booking, or was he released?
He's gonna be found
Yes, he was
guilty,
taking to
and they're gonna
the
haul
jail
his
for
ass
booking and
away.
processing.
Okay, and then during booking and processing, was he identified as any particular name?
Jacob Hanson.
Jacob Hanson. And do you recognize the person you arrested that particular day with that name in the courtroom today?
Yeah, it's that fucking
Yes,
guy
I
over
do.
there. You point
And
him
can
out
you
for me?
point out or identify the particular person? Or describe him?
Person sitting on my right of that table.
Let the court show that Jacob Hanson has been positively identified.
Did Mr. Hanson, the defendant, did he provide any statements at the time of his arrest? On top of the roof?
On top of the roof?
Correct. When he was taken into custody and handcuffed, did he provide any statements at all?
He said that I tripped.
That you tripped or he tripped?
He tripped.
Did you read the suspect his Miranda rights?
I did not.
Okay. Was the suspect questioned at all?
No.
Okay, that's fine. Just curious.
Okay.
After he was taken down from the roof and he was transferred over to, I'm assuming, the nearest booking facility, did he provide any statements there during the booking procedures?
Not that I recall.
Okay, that's fine. Any point was Mr. Hanson, the defendant, was he searched?
Yes.
Was anything in particular recovered from the defendant?
Yes. A firearm, diamonds, emeralds, gold bars, and safe codes.
And all those items you listed, including the diamonds and gold bar and the safe codes, were all those booked into evidence?
No, we returned the diamonds, emeralds, and safe codes in good faith.
In good faith of what?
That they did not, that they were not inside of the bank truck during the robbery.
So believing that those particular items were not stolen from the truck, is that correct?
Correct.
And then what made you believe that in good faith that they were not from the truck? Did the suspect say something that made you believe that they weren't from the truck?
He claimed that he was mining.
Did he elaborate on what he meant by that, mining?
Not that I recall.
Was the defendant known or recognized to be employed by a mining company?
I don't recall.
Do you recall if the defendant described where he would go mining?
He did not.
Okay.
So the second, I think it was the second or the fourth for this case that was going to...
Besides the items that were
may
returned to the
predate
suspect,
V3.
or I'm sorry, the defendant. The other items, if you could just re-clarify for the courts, what were those items that were booked into evidence?
It would be the gold bars, the firearm.
Okay. And then the firearm, do you know or recall if that firearm was registered to the defendant?
It was not.
It was not?
No.
Did
Was
you
it
check to
registered at
see if
all?
it was registered to the defendant?
I did.
And records indicated, I presume, that there was no registered serial number of that firearm to the defendant.
Correct.
Was the firearm registered to anyone?
No,
Did the defendant indicate where he got the firearm?
he did not.
Because we didn't ask him.
Okay.
You could tell Dakota's definitely had court experience.
I have no further questions. If the defense wants to provide any type of cross-examination, I rest for this witness.
Well, they're alleging a wrongful arrest,
Mr. McNamara, the witness is yours.
so this ought to be interesting.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Fitzgerald, Just got a few questions for you. Give me 1 second to pull it out.
So it's either going to be something we haven't heard before. I think it hinges on the reason why the guy ran from the armored car scene. Because everything that happened after he ran
Fitzgerald,
is righteous.
when you arrived at the scene, you stated that you saw Mr. Hanson running from behind the armored truck. Correct?
I saw somebody running from behind the armored truck.
Ooh.
But the court has identified that who you saw was Mr. Hanson, correct?
I was unaware during the time of seeing him that it was Mr. Hanson.
Ooh, that's good. That's good.
Did you or any other officer witness this individual inside the truck, interacting with the truck, doing anything with the truck at that point?
No.
Or at any point? And when you first saw Mr. Hanson, was he carrying any items with him that directly linked him to the robbery or the murder? Did you see like a firearm on his back?
There was no firearm on back at the time.
Yes.
And what did you see?
A rifle.
Oh, all right.
So once Mr. Hanson, or who had been identified as Mr. Hanson at that point, was arrested and in detainment, can you explain the procedures you followed for collecting evidence both at the bank truck and searching Mr. Hanson?
Yes.
Objection, compound question, resulting in compound answer. A direct
Mr. McNamara,
question.
let's keep the questions short and simple to respond. Please ask them one at a time.
Snap. I didn't even know that was... There you go.
Can you explain the procedures you followed for collecting evidence at the scene?
Yep, I took out my flashlight and looked around for casings, DNA samples.
Is he really going to
anything
allege that the casings
like-
could have been there before the bank truck even
And
rolled up?
With that, did you find anything particularly with the truck?
Yeah, somebody was dead.
Not with the truck.
And you said that you
Fucking
gave
Pete Maverick.
the diamonds and emeralds and the safe codes found to Mr. Hanson, correct?
Hello,
Yes.
sir.
Ooh, Ben Burger, y'all.
Would you follow me out outside for a second, please?
Yo, Finn's about to fuck up Pete.
Officer Fitzgerald, can you describe what you found?
Finn's about to
on
fuck
the
up
scene
Pete, everybody.
using your flashlight?
Yeah.
Just bullet casings.
Thank you. What's up?
And I'm unaware. Are you able to see if there was any DNA or fingerprints on the truck itself? Are you able to see that with your flashlight?
Not with a flashlight.
It's alright. No worries.
It's alright, no worries.
Upon detaining Mr. Hanson, did you or Sergeant Yang, I believe, correct me if I'm misranking him, did you conduct any further investigation to substantiate the charges against?
What?
Could you repeat the question?
Upon
Did you do
detaining Mr. Hanson, did you or Officer the other officer with you, I believe it was Chow Yang, conduct any further investigation to substantiate the charges against him?
Objection. The defense is asking for the witness to testify against another witness instead of asking that particular witness when that witness is already being addressed at that time in court.
Sustained.
Hey, Dakota's fucking this guy up.
Mr. McNamara, please rephrase your question, directing them only to the witness present on the stand at the time.
Upon detaining
These are
and
these
your
like
initial
like
search
truthfully
of
like
Mr.
these are
Hanson,
objections. I
did
mean, and
you
I'm not an
conduct any
expert,
further
Chad, so please hear me out. Like, but
investigation
these are
to
objections I would have
substantiate the
never
charges against
considered.
Yes.
It's awesome to see this play out. This is the first court
can you
case in
go
5M
through
I've
with
ever been
that
part of.
process that you-
And but I mean, I'm in the audience, but
I talked it out with the other officer on scene.
could have had one with more, but he decided he was going to take the
comparing
throwing himself off the 40th floor of the Nakatomi
casings
Plaza route
to
instead.
the
Would have been
gun
sick,
that
dude.
was in Mr. Hanson's
We could have had like oogles of
possession.
gameplay, but here we are.
Yeah, I mean that's we. Sorry, I just have to think.
Come on, Fitzgerald. Oh. Yeah. Oh. The sun's coming up, everybody.
Yeah, I mean that's about it in terms of any further
Objection.
actions.
Question is apparently vague to the point where the witness cannot testify to a direct answer.
Overruled.
Mr. McNamara, please state exactly what it is you are looking for when you say substantiate charges.
See, it's a very, very difficult defense because it is entirely possible.
Your Honor.
It's entirely possible that the situation with Hanson would have been different.
Prosecution for redirect.
There we go.
Mr. Fitzgerald, just to touch back, you said you recovered a firearm from the defendant at the time of his arrest, correct?
Yes.
And do you recall what type of firearm that was?
Mark 18.
A Mark 18.
So an MK18 and is classified as an assault rifle, long rifle, correct?
Yes.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but
Boomer, it's tougher to prove when it's a criminal case. If it's civil, I'm sure there'll be a different approach. Definitely.
Size of
yeah, definitely.
5.56, correct?
Correct.
Oh, for the defense. Yes, yes.
Were any 5.56 ammo casings recovered from the scene of the bank truck of where you initially responded and found the defendant?
Yes.
If this was a civil
Were
case
photos
because it'd
of
be
those particular
preponderance of the
casings
evidence,
taken?
maybe there's
Yes.
something there.
And did you collect any of those casings?
Yes.
And just confirming, you photographed the scene of which the casings were dispensed and on the scene, correct?
Yes.
Approximately how many casings were at the scene? Approximately.
A lot. We saw the photos, Chad. It was a lot of casings. It was probably
5 to 10.
Oh, it was
And
more
where
than that.
were those
It was more
casings?
than that case. There was probably 15
Around
to
the
20.
body of the individual lying on the ground.
Boomer, it
And the
changes
body
because
of
they would be the
which
plaintiff
was
and
next
can
to the
paint the
driver
narrative
door
in
of
the
the armored
direction.
vehicle, correct?
Correct.
Did you happen to check the casing serial numbers of those that were on scene?
Yes, they matched.
Well, I didn't ask that, but did the serial number of the casings match the the MK18 rifle that was recovered from the defendant?
Yes.
Leading you to believe that defendant fired that same MK18 that was on his person at that particular scene, rendering the driver of the armored truck unconscious and lying on the floor, presumably dead, correct?
Yes.
No further questions.
No. Officer Fitzgerald, you are excused.
There might be something.
Prosecution would now like to.
Questions.
Ooh, Steel Ray 134. Welcome to the
I
chat,
apologize,
buddy.
Your Honor. Can you repeat that?
I was just requesting that Officer Fitzgerald remain in the courtroom in case of additional questions.
So, just think it through, because
Prosecution calls LSPD officer.
I feel like
Xiao Yang to the stand.
I feel
for
like this is a
testimony.
really, really tough case because, see, everything. Honestly, I feel like everything hinges on if Hanson would not have fled the scene.
Officer Yang.
Beef Maverick keeps
You
fucking
swear to tell the
eating.
truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you
Had
God.
Hanson not
I do.
fled the scene, it's entirely
you made it.
possible they could have deemed that there was a wrongful search. Like there's an avenue of opening because of them not directly observing him
Sir,
robbing
if
the
you could
truck.
please state your name first and last for the record, please.
But the felonious
Yeah,
fleeing, the
check
crashing
Yang.
of the bike, the fleeing on foot, and being
Sir, what is
tackled
your
and searched.
occupation?
I am a lieutenant at the LSPD.
Once he
And how long have you
fled,
been serving with the
it was
Los
all
Santos
over.
Police Department?
About 4.5 months.
That could be done in a civil case. Yes. That's the thing. It's like there's grounds in a civil case for sure because it's preponderance of the
And
evidence.
just to confirm, you were working on May 5th, 2024, correct?
Correct.
Just to verify for the court, as previous testimony indicates so, you were operating a marked Dodge Charger with a companion partner identified as Gerald Fitzgerald. Is this true?
If it were
Yep.
me,
On the
and I was
May
the defense,
5th,
and I was
2024,
the,
did you respond to any particular calls for
I was
service?
the defense attorney.
Yeah, we had a.
I would basically
dispatch
allege
issued
that
us a
this that
call
my
for
that
a
my
armed, robbery,
I would
which
allege
is
that
a
the
cargo.
defendant was simply trying to help, and he fled the scene because
And
he
did you
feared for
respond
his
to that call
life.
for service?
Didn't understand what was happening.
Did you respond in
Like,
any particular
that's the only defense I
fashion
could
that
come up
may
with.
expedite your response there?
Yeah, it's gonna be code 3, which is gonna be emergency lights and sirens.
And you use those emergency lights and siren, correct?
Correct.
And approximately where in the city did you begin your response from?
I believe it was.
I wonder if they're going to call him to the
8033.
stand.
Is there a particular area? Was
It's a
that
Hail
you know,
Mary.
Davis City? Was that Mission Row? Was that Vinewood?
Like lower Power Street, so near Pier.
The only
Pillbox
problem
of
is there's
downtown,
a high risk of
basically.
perjury.
Okay.
But,
And
but then
approximately
again, it's
from there
intent. You can't really prove that in this
to
case.
The location of. Oh God.
Oh God. Oh God. Oh God.
I will proceed.
What?
Fireballs.
Oh. What?
Approximately how long did it take you to arrive on scene of where the 911 call was originating?
I didn't see nothing.
It was under 60
Dad,
seconds.
did you see
I would
something?
say more towards like about 57 seconds.
Fireballs?
57 seconds. And when you arrived on scene, did you locate the particular reason for the call?
Yeah, so as soon as we turned around the corner, it was 7297 was a postal code. I saw a armored truck with a blue motorcycle parked right in front of the armored truck.
Right. To block it.
Was the armored truck
Presumably.
occupied?
No.
It was not occupied as far as a driver, no.
Was there
not
any
moving.
passengers that you could tell?
No, no passengers.
The official
And when you first
designation
arrived on
of the
scene,
armored
which
truck driver
portion
is
of the truck
DAF,
was
dead
particularly
as
facing
fuck.
you?
The portion of the truck facing us would be the front end of the truck, so that would have been the truck would have been facing north.
Okay, and then so to be fair, you would only be able to see the front and maybe a portion of the side, but not the rear or back side of which obviously is opposite of you. The motorcycle that you identified, was there anyone in or on the motorcycle?
No, there's no one on the motorcycle.
And when you first arrived on scene, did you see any particular persons that caught your attention?
So as soon as we arrived, obviously we talked about the motorcycle, talked about the truck. I saw a body lying on the driver's side of the truck on the floor, which we could presume is.
I just
we
just
can
want to
presume
comment.
is
You
dead,
can
but,
tell
he
that
was
Dakota's
on
got
some-
court
somebody was down.
experience because he's you can
and that
you
was
can
what I
see the
saw as soon as I
incremental
arrived.
building of each individual piece of the narrative, and that's really
And then
important.
once you arrived, were you able to check on the person lying on the ground to check on their welfare?
No, because as soon as we actually stopped our vehicle, we didn't even have time to get out, and that's when I saw a suspect come from the back.
Well, hold on, sir. Mr. Yang, if you could just confirm you did not check on the driver of the truck, correct?
No, we could not.
And you were intervened or interrupted during that investigation because what happened?
That's when we saw the suspect come from back.
You're referring to the defendant, correct?
Correct.
Okay, and then this particular person that ran out from behind the truck, what actions did you take? after initially seeing them?
We ran him the
as soon
fuck
as we
over.
saw them,
Just kidding.
or sorry, not them. As soon as we saw him, we yelled to stop.
Stop, or
and,
yell stop
like,
again.
You know, to not move, like stop what you're doing, and instead of stopping, it escalated.
What do you mean by it escalated?
The driver or the suspect ended up getting onto his motorcycle and fleeing the scene.
Did you stay on scene after he hopped on his motorcycle and began to flee?
No, we didn't even leave our vehicle, so I was immediately able to make a U-turn and follow after him.
When you first saw the suspect, did you notice if he had any weapons on him that might consider him as armed?
It did appear that he had a rifle.
Okay.
But I know there's some inconsistencies within our city.
Objection out of. I can see where the answer is going. It looks like it'll be out of RP. Mr. Yang, if you could.
Maintain all answers to in-city situations.
So he did see it. He saw it.
But you did see an item on this particular person that
Okay,
might
so this would have
make you
been.
believe he is armed, correct?
Correct.
I didn't even know when we switched over to V3.
And did it appear
It was
like
like
it was
so
a
long
handgun?
ago.
Did it appear like it was a rifle, an RPG? What
It
was the
would be a
particular item?
rifle.
Okay. So that particular person did hop onto the motorcycle and he drove away, and I'm assuming you chased after him, correct?
Correct.
We
In
have
your
to
patrol
treat
vehicle,
we have to treat
correct?
weapons on the back like they're real.
And were you just following him, or were you using any type of equipment that might assist you to ask him to yield or stop?
Lights and sirens.
We were following him closely. The only equipment that we had running at the time would be radar and a plate lock.
What?
Okay, but did you use any particular devices that might typically give the notion to a standard
Like-
civilian that, hey, I need to pull over?
I mean, other than lights and sirens. And
Oh, there we
Right.
go. Okay, we're good now.
So
Chad.
you did have your
no.
lights and siren on, correct?
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
Usually
And
a
did he
big indicator to pull the fuck over.
notice? I mean, not notice, but did he give any indication that he was going to yield to your emergency vehicle for your license siren being activated?
No, instead he sped up.
Oh, you sped up.
Sped up. Okay. And at any point, did your pursuit come
Objection,
to a
leading the
end?
witness.
It came to an end when we were moving southbound on, I believe it's Power Street where Pillbox is. And
That's true. That was a good leading. You missed an
crashed
opportunity to be like,
into
oh,
a
he's leading the
light
witness.
pole. And that vehicle pursuit ended at
I've been
Legion
non
Square.
sequitur because now
Okay. And then
Yang will have picked up
so
on
the
what he's
vehicle
looking
crashed. Once the vehicle crashed, was he rendered unconscious or anything, or was he able to walk away or run away?
No, he just started running away.
And did you follow him?
Yes, we followed him on foot through Legion Square.
Okay.
for. I was talking
And then
about
his
your
motorcycle, I'm
fake
assuming he left
cop.
behind.
Correct. With our
Correct.
squad car. Yeah.
Okay. Following him, were you guys able to apprehend him?
Oh, about my fake
yes,
cop.
we
Gotcha,
ended
gotcha,
up
gotcha.
running
Okay, I'm picking up what you're putting down. Boomer.
towards the alleyway where
Yeah.
the FiveM bank was at the back end of the alley in the parking lot.
What
There
the
was a
fuck?
ladder. He did climb up the ladder.
There goes
He
Maverick.
needed
He's
to go
going
to the
back out for a
rooftop, and after
refill on the
rooftop,
vending
that's when we
machine.
apprehended him.
Any point during your pursuits, whether it be on foot or at the point
He's
of which
back
you
there
might have
chewing.
captured him,
Oh, God.
did he provide any statements?
During the pursuit, no.
I have yet to do my
After the
my bag of chips
apprehension,
interrogation technique, Chad. I
um,
can't wait to do that for you one day.
Yes.
I just go in and sit there and just
And
start
what
eating
were those
chips.
statements?
So, I mean, you know, when we got back to the jail, I don't know if that's the timeline you want to go off of. Or if
No,
you-
I'm referring to the point of which you guys detained him and handcuffed him. Did he provide any statements at all that you can recall?
Okay, at that point, no, he did not.
And did you search the suspect? I'm sorry, the defendant?
I believe Gerald Fitzgerald did.
Just to confirm, you did not search him.
No, I did not. I had to.
Okay, that's fine. And then that particular person that you guys apprehended that day, do you recognize that person here in the courtroom today?
Yeah, he is I will stand up and point to him. He is sitting right there.
Let the court show Mr. Hanson has been again identified.
After the defendant was taken into custody, did you transport him or take custody of him and to your patrol car?
I was not the one to
Okay.
do so.
And then at any point after that, did you disconnect your contact with the defendant?
I did not see him again till the jail cells.
You did not see him until the jail cells?
Yes.
And then what was your purpose of recontacting him
Boomer,
at
I
the
don't
jail
think this
cells?
lawyer was right for this case to be criminal. And what's
We
funny
were
because
doing the booking process.
he's the one who
and
pushed this into a
since I
criminal
was directly
trial.
involved with it, I felt that I should be the one to help Gerald out with the booking process.
His opening
Referring to
statement
your
is what
partner.
opened the door
Okay.
for it to be
And
moved to a
then-
criminal proceeding. He objected to the charges, claimed his client was innocent, wrongfully arrested.
Who collected the casings? Was it you? From the scene?
Kind of did it to himself.
Yeah, I believe.
Yes or no?
Yeah, it was me.
You collected the casings?
Yes.
Okay. And after collecting the casings, what did you do with that particular evidence?
The evidence.
I just hope we can do
you
a
know,
lot
I
more
mean,
of
we
this.
run
These cases
the,
are awesome.
Casings to see if they match anything that we found.
Takes an incredible
on the
amount of
suspect.
maturity and restraint
As far as
to
weapons
be able
go.
to do something like this.
In running or checking the serial numbers, I'm assuming which is what you're referring to. Did those particular casings match anything in particular?
Yeah, they matched the suspect's Mark 18 or MK18.
MK18, which was recovered from the defendant at the time of arrest, correct?
Correct.
And then the MK18 was, I'm assuming, booked into evidence along with the casings?
Correct.
Prosecution has no additional questions at this time. The defense would like to cross-examine.
That's what's yours.
Your Honor, the defense is requesting a 15-minute recess due to spiritual military obligations.
Understood. Court will take a 15-minute recess as requested. Mr. Whitty?
Okay.
I agree with the recess. I'm going to refresh my eyeballs.
Wonderful. Court will reconvene in 15 minutes. Thank you.
All rise. Well, that's just a little freaky that they all like pile out like that.
I think I want to go to the hospital real quick.
Am I the only one upset that that gentleman did not share his snacks with us?
Yeah, right.
I don't know. I had to stand over there because I couldn't hear anything. About to lose
Did
my
you
mind.
see that he kept going to the back to buy more from the
He
vending
just kept
machine?
going to get more snacks.
Did he really? Oh my
Yeah,
god.
he just went back and got more snacks.
More snacks and more drinks.
Hey, yeah.
How you feeling, buddy?
How am I feeling?
Yeah, how you feeling?
I'm more worried about Gerald.
Well, I think Dakota is one of the best there is now.
Oh, hands down.
Nah, you guys are fine. You guys are fine.
Yeah, no, yeah, they definitely are fine.
This is nerve-wracking for me. I don't know.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm
No,
telling
you-
myself,
you're doing good, dude.
I'm never gonna bring you up for questioning.
Or bring me?
Nah, dude, you scare me.
Yeah, I scare myself.
No, you're good. You just need to just take a breath and just, you know,
Yeah.
if you have time to collect some of your evidence, go for it.
Charlie
No,
is
no.
very, very
Not too
interested
bad.
in a jury trial.
You're
be
just
fine.
hesitant on answering.
Yeah.
Like I feel like you
I don't
think
wanna get
anything you
wrong.
say is gonna be held against you, which it is, but you're in the right.
Yeah. It's just I don't know. I've never.
No,
been
I,
drunk
dude,
before,
I
so-
would not stress it at all. You're doing completely fine. You got to understand that, you know, some people have more experience in this situation than others, and you're doing fine.
That is true.
So,
You're doing
kind
good.
of like a little tidbit of information for speaking in the crowds, right? If you get to a spot where you gotta pause, clear your throat, take a deep breath.
Oh, that's better.
Yeah, you're doing good, dude.
I think you guys can say that 3 people to start would be fine. Yeah, that would be.
So what is this
I
guy
mean,
trying to
you
get
would
money?
you wouldn't have
Or
to
is he
be
trying to get
it wouldn't
the
have to be a
charges?
jury at 12. Like you
Well,
said, you
LSPD
could.
is going to be fined up to $2,000 for the BRD misapplication.
Ooh.
Oh, I can pay for that.
I can pay for
If
that.
We can all pay for that. We all chip in.
I lost all my money at the casino, so I'm broke.
Okay, not that guy though.
Not that guy.
Gerald.
Are we gonna do this?
Chow, can you pass me the evidence?
Yeah.
Why didn't you share your snacks with us, sir?
Did she just say sex?
What did I hear?
That's what I
No,
thought.
why?
Next.
Snacks.
Next.
Get your minds out of the gutters, gentlemen.
I'm sorry you have an accent that I couldn't understand.
Try better.
What's better? Is that a pill?
I don't know.
Charlie, that's the that's the chief.
you
Just
go.
so you know.
Oh,
Oh.
I play
Okay.
ignorance.
Your Honor, I plead
Did
oopsie
you
daisy.
plead the 5th?
Yeah, Charlie over here talking
Should I
shit to
get
my
him
I
boss.
heard
hearing
sex
aids
and I
like I
was-
got for you?
I was very intrigued. I was like, who's sharing sex or supposed to be?
I had to get Bauer some hearing aids. I could get some for others too if you guys need them.
I thought it was earmuffs.
Oh, please do.
Earmuffs.
Okay.
Earmuffs. That'll
No, the
probably serve me
gentleman
better.
behind us was like eating like snacks and drinking drinks like this entire time, and I'm just like really sad he didn't share with the rest of us.
That's funny. I haven't had to eat in days.
I know, right?
Yeah, it
Oh,
seems
no,
excessive
this
at this
guy
point.
was literally chowing down.
He
On the, I had to
was.
stand up. I could do it.
He kept going back to the vending
That's-
machine over and over to
honestly.
buy more.
That's
I
why
asked
that's
him
why
if
the
he's gonna
potato
share
chip
with us.
interrogation is so
And he
effective,
didn't.
chat.
That was like so selfish.
You just sit and just eat a bag of chips in front of the suspect, and then they'll within 20
up,
minutes
man.
they'll
I'm
be
the one
telling
who
you
hasn't eaten
anything you
days.
want to
I'm
hear just to
starving.
shut you up.
Starving Marvin over here.
Oh. If you're just missing it, missing it, I have a cow burger I can share.
No, it's okay. If I eat, I
Okay.
might vomit in the middle of questioning people.
Oh
Ooh.
yeah, that wouldn't be.
No, that would not
that
be
wouldn't
ideal.
be a good thing. It'd be
Definitely
memorable
get
though.
a recess.
It would definitely get us a recess. Your Honor, we need 5 minutes to clean this this shit up here.
Oh boy.
That's funny.
I could be out there arresting people. But no, I gotta be here.
Oh, poor Dakota. Poor Dakota wants me out busting bad guys. Instead, he's in court busting bad
I
guys.
want to be out there arresting people, Bauer.
I don't
Can I
think
borrow your handcuffs,
No,
please?
you may not borrow my
All
handcuffs, Charlie. No,
right,
that is not a good
sure.
idea. No, I don't think that's it.
Man.
No. Yeah, no, we're just not gonna do that.
All right. How about your taser? Can I borrow that?
No, Charlie cannot borrow
Damn
my.
it.
No.
Fine. You can have
Just
all
let
the
her play
fun
with it when
stuff.
you guys get to the house. Let her shoot you with it.
No, I do not want to ride the Lightning Captain. I'm good.
No?
Everyone should be tased.
I would like to see it.
Hang on 1 second. I gotta.
Do it for science,
take this
Bauer.
phone call.
Do it for science.
Lieutenant Bauer.
Hey Bauer, I heard a little birdie told me that Charlie needs some handcuffs.
Oh, Mr. Ladrone, is that you, sir?
Do you need handcuffs or no?
No, sir. No, sir. I have all the
Okay.
handcuffs that I need. I'm good to go, sir.
Okay, no, just wanted to make sure. Okay, you have a good one.
Okay, all right, bye, sir.
I mean, we don't need collateral. What we were told is
He is.
Oh, what did I miss?
Nothing.
Honestly, I think he should just be dispatched.
Just dispatch, yeah.
Yeah.
He's got that good radio voice.
Mm-hmm.
I got a face for it too.
You do.
Oh, but seriously, you guys are doing good. Dakota's painting the narrative. I keep waiting for the punchline here on the on the defense side, but it just hasn't arrived yet. But
I've already packed up my things in the box.
oh, you're like me, where you're just preemptively packing my shit up just in case it goes south. That way I don't have to have the humiliation of being perp walked outside the front door. That's fine. It's okay.
You seen Max here today?
He was.
Bauer with the. Does Charlie need handcuffs? No, she's good. We don't trust Charlie with handcuffs because she'll ocean dump Bauer. Shit's been weird, chat. Okay, shit's been weird.
Oh gosh.
I have to catch you guys up on. I have to catch you guys up on the darkness because it's a thing. Okay. So I'm probably gonna put together a pre-recording that I'm gonna do sometime soon. That's got a lot of the initial footage from that. It's an awesome storyline, and it's kind of moving in a direction that, I don't want to say that nobody anticipated, but it is at the very least continuously evolving, and it'd be very interesting to see kind of what happens with it.
Apparently. Last night, man, you should have seen it. Our new Proby, dude, she was whooping butt.
Oh, I heard about that.
Yeah, she's doing great.
They had like a hostage situation on top of the red garage. Yeah, there was a couple really good comments about whoever the new probationary officer was.
Gerald, do you have a second? Get a.
Tell Mike he's a bitch, please.
I'll give you the number. Hold on.
I just want to say that I got to give props to Captain Hawk for like following through with our new raid code names. He's codenamed Taco. Bauer is French fries, and Pat Garrett is burgers. We're everybody's got to be it's got to be a food item of some kind. It'll be like a fast food item. Let's see.
Officer, an acorn hit the bank truck.
An acorn? Did you guys hear that? An acorn hit the bank truck? If you do not know, okay, so there was a body cam released of an officer that had a suspect in the back. This is a real event. This is not an in-game event. Where an officer had a suspect cuffed and in the back seat of his cruiser. An acorn struck the vehicle. The officer thought he was under suppressed gunfire. Ran from the vehicle, does some kind of crazy like roll somersault thing, and mag dumps into his car, miraculously missing the guy who's in the back cuffed and unable to get out. Like and then the officer's like, I'm hit. He's like running and crawling and shit. It was insane, and somehow miraculously no one was hurt and no one was killed. It's really happened, chat. It really happened. And it was because an acorn hit the truck and he thought he was under suppressed fire. Which in and of itself is like,
Wednesday so far.
I just don't, I don't know how common suppressors are in criminal activity. Most of the time these days, if anything is prevalent, it's gonna be Glock switches. The switches are everywhere, man.
Congratulations, Edison.
New logo.
What was that?
You do not have the right
Congrats.
to remain silent. Anything
Oh,
you
thank
say
you.
will be used against you in a court of law.
Gentlemen, turn your voices down.
That sounds like,
or have this conversation outside of the courtroom.
it sounds like that sounds like Brian O'Connor actually. And all kinds of
Is this an active case right this minute?
yeah, dude. Active case, yeah.
Don't think so.
Ooh. You're gonna get ejected, dude. McGee's just waiting to slap cuffs on somebody and haul them out for contempt of court.
Alright, gents, I'm gonna take off.
All right, take it easy.
See ya.
Yeah, me too.
Edison, you ever gonna fix your hair coming out of your damn beanie?
That's my signature look, bro.
He's got a hole cut in the front.
Exactly.
I see, I see.
I heard my cousin turned in some type of evidence last night. I don't want to talk about it here. But was it usable?
Yeah.
All right, sweet.
That's good stuff.
My cousin Willie told me he's working for David O'Malley now.
Lord.
Okay, I'm back.
You're back. Dakota, you back?
Yep.
All right. All parties are back and ready for you, Judge. Ready. All rise for the Honorable Judge Hudson.
Thank you all. Court is back in session. Mr. McNamara, I believe we were leaving off with you presenting your questions to Officer Yang. Officer Yang, please approach.
That's me.
Please be seated.
Look, Maverick's like super close to me now. He's gonna get force choked, chat.
He was outside with the...
Got
Officer
Blaze.
Yang, we will note that you are still under oath.
We got Blaze Knight. Wow, somebody farted. Holy shit.
Mr. McNamara, please proceed.
He is, Your Honor. We just can't hear him. His voice went down again.
I fixed the mic. Sorry about that. Mr. Yang, did you read
Officer Yang. Oh,
the
here.
suspect at the time? His Miranda right?
Oh God. Oh no. Please don't tell me they're taking the
I did
Miranda
not.
argument.
That was done by Officer J. West.
Okay. He's not here though, is he? Oh no! Please don't tell me. Please don't tell me they're going to make the argument that he wasn't Mirandized and that invalidates the arrest. Please don't tell me he's going to do that.
Yang, or once again,
Wow.
Miss
Wow.
Ranking, you please do let me know. When you arrived at the scene, you stated that you saw Mr. Hanson running from behind the armored truck, correct?
Correct.
Thank you everybody who's tuning in. This is going to be SAVRP. This is going to be a case of
At any point, did you see Mr. Hanson
Hanson v.
committing
LSPD.
any crime upon your initial arrival?
Well, not necessarily, but he was bending over the body too.
Next time I stop Pete Maverick, he's going to jail.
That led
He's going to jail.
The defendant's arrest after you observed him running from behind
The events that led to his arrest, he fled the scene, motorcycle, and we apprehended him.
Yeah, he led a felonious chase and fled on foot and, like, may have even resisted arrest.
Your Honor, are you the
Prosecution for redirect.
Very well.
I totally agree. I really use
Officer Yang, just wanted to clarify something for
voice
you
activated
and for the court.
in cities a really bad idea.
When the defendant was observed running
Pete's
from
doing it on
behind
purpose,
the
though.
pink truck, the defendant was observed carrying a rifle. Is that correct?
Correct.
And the rifle was in plain view. Is that correct?
Fuck's this guy?
Yes.
The rifle was on the defendant's back. Is that correct?
Correct.
In the city, correct me if I'm wrong, in the city of Los Santos, or generally, that would constitute as an open carry. Is that correct?
Yes.
Correct. Would you like me to break down our
No.
CCW?
No. No. Would
In
you
the
like
city
to
of
know
Los
more?
Santos, is there any open carry restrictions?
No. By permit only.
Rifles, yes.
Which doesn't exist, apparently.
In the city of Los Santos, is the civilian able to obtain any type of open carry license, or is there only just concealed carry?
It's just concealed carry.
My understanding, there is concealed carry or pistols, and that's about it. Not
Like-
for rifles.
My question is there an open carry permit?
Not that I'm aware of.
Was the defendant discovered to be in possession of any permit or licensing for open carry?
No.
Therefore, you would believe that at the time of your arrival, observing the defendant carrying openly a Mark 18 on his back, he is guilty of immediately open carry violations, correct?
Right.
Pending an investigation to determine whether or not the firearm is actually a firearm and not an airsoft, right?
Right. But
no further questions.
But that was not in the report, chat.
Officer Yang, you are excused.
There was not the probable cause was not in the probable cause for the external for the open carry, as far as I know, was not in the
Prosecution
case,
would like to
was
call
not in the
the
narrative.
defendant to the stand.
Oh shit. Okay.
Mr. Hanson, you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
All right, go ahead and have a seat up there.
Sir, if you please would, state your name first and last for the record, please.
Jacob Hanson.
Jacob Hanson, if you wouldn't mind, would you mind explaining to the court your occupation?
I am unemployed at the... Well, actually, I work for a mechanic shop now.
And which mechanic is that?
Jacob Hanson, if you can clarify the courts your activities on the day in question. I can specify if you like.
If you could specify, yes.
The day in question that I am referring to is May 5th, 2024.
Yeah. I was asked by a friend of mine to assist him with something. He didn't tell me what. So I went along with him, and he was robbing a bank truck.
He's gonna throw his buddy under the bus?
As stated during my arrest, I did shoot the driver. And then
Objection. The defendant is answering more than beyond of what I've asked him. Run on, answer.
Mr. Hanson, please answer only the questions that are posed as concisely as possible.
Though I appreciate your openness to answer and obviously dispel the entire events of the day, if you could just please answer the direct questions I'm asking.
Did he really
obviously
just
for your
admit that
sake,
he just
for
shot and
court's
killed the
timekeeping.
driver,
I
Chad?
don't want you to obviously omit to anything that is, openly without your attorney's advice.
Okay.
Or your counsel. Forgive me.
The attorney's over there going, "Oh my god!"
On May 5th, 2024, Los Santos Police Department had received a 911 call, which they responded to and found you on scene, running from behind an armored vehicle. Do you recall this particular incident that I'm referring to?
I do.
This shit's kind of stupid.
And do you acknowledge that you were in possession of a Mark 18?
I do.
Do you acknowledge that Not only did you run from the back of the armored vehicle, but you acknowledge that the presence of law enforcement was there.
I do.
Knowing that law enforcement had arrived on scene, what was your response?
I fled the scene.
You fled the scene. And was that on foot or in a vehicle?
It was on a motorcycle.
And that motorcycle was originally parked where when law enforcement arrived?
In front of the bank truck.
In front of the bank truck. This motorcycle, is it a one-seater or two-seater?
Is that a tattoo
I believe it's a one-seater, but I could be wrong.
Do you own that motorcycle?
That's no longer.
Did you own that motorcycle at the time of this particular incident, May 5th, 2024?
I did.
I'm moving the microphone because the
And
two
how long
douchebags
have you
behind
owned
me
this motorcycle?
are talking about their dick tattoos or their Prince Albert or something like that. Oh, they're talking about their chest hair.
So to
their
be
chest hair,
fair,
yeah.
you wouldn't reasonably know how many occupants or people could sit on the motorcycle. But with your knowledge, you understand that the capabilities of one person, correct?
Correct.
The next time we
When
stop Pete
you
Maverick, he's going to prison.
Left
So you guys know.
on the motorcycle, you acknowledge or understand that you were evading from law enforcement, correct?
Oh.
Yes.
And do you recall
That's
law
good.
enforcement making any attempt to stop you?
Verbal, no, but they did have their lights and sirens, if I recall correctly.
So you did notice the lights and siren. So when you first hopped on your motorcycle and made the decision to drive away, did you recall hearing any law enforcement personnel give any verbal commands asking you to stop?
No.
Okay. At what point, well, forgive me, I'll disregard this beginning of the question, but did law enforcement eventually stop pursuing you?
Turn around, dude.
Not that I can remember, no.
Okay. Do you recall how law enforcement eventually apprehended you?
I do.
And when law enforcement did apprehend you, where was that?
It was on the roof behind, it was on a roof behind the Fleeca Bank at Legion Square.
How did you get to the roof?
I climbed a ladder.
Excuse me, sir.
And then what happened to your motorcycle?
If you could please stop eating chips. Please stop eating chips inside the car room. You're
And
kind
you
of
left
loud.
it there, and I'm assuming you took the effort from your motorcycle to, I mean, that's approximately at least a block, right?
Correct, I ran off.
Okay. At any point, did you throw down the MK-18 that was on your back?
No, I did not.
Was the MK-18 recovered from your person when you were taken into custody?
I believe so.
Okay. And was that MK-18 registered to you?
No.
If
Do you know if it was registered to anyone?
Coming from your direction,
I do not know.
You will be asked to leave the courtroom.
Where did you obtain the MK-18?
I plead the fifth.
Okay.
You should have been pleading the fifth the entire time, chat. Like,
do you recall
at this
how much
point he's
ammunition
fucked,
was
so you might as
inside
well
the
just cop to
MK-18 when you
everything.
first obtained it?
I do not.
He already admitted to murder.
Had you ever fired that firearm before?
I had.
When?
When I shot the driver.
On many occasions I fired that firearm.
Oh my god.
How about on the particular day in question, May 5th of 2024, of which law enforcement responded to a bank robbery and found you on scene? Had you fired the firearm on that particular scene?
No. I did.
How so? What did you use, or what exactly did you shoot at?
I shot at the bank truck as well as the driver.
Rendering, I'm presumed, the driver on the ground?
Correct.
And you recognize that he was lying on the ground. Do you recall if he was saying anything or if he was still alive when you left?
No, he didn't say anything because he was dead.
Okay. And to be fair, you did not know the particular armored truck driver that you shot at. Okay. Were you working with anyone, or were you with anyone at this particular scene?
I was.
Who?
I plead the fifth.
It's too late. What do you mean you plead the fifth? He asked you who was on scene. That's not self-incriminating.
Was that particular person that you were there with
That doesn't
on
make any
scene when law
sense.
enforcement arrived?
He was not.
Who was on scene with
Where
you?
was
I
he?
plead the fifth.
He had
For the
fled
other
prior
guy?
to me leaving.
What prompted him to leave before you?
He had finished gathering the items, and then he left.
Just
And
gathering
then
the items.
what exactly were you doing at the time of law enforcement's arrival?
I had to drop something, and I was in the process of picking it up before I had left.
What did you drop and pick up?
One of my ammo boxes.
The particular person that you referenced was there with you. What vehicle was he in?
He was also on a motorcycle.
Same type, same color as
It
yours?
was not the same color.
Is he trying to say that
Where did you meet that particular person?
How
do
he
you know
didn't
him,
rob the
I should
truck?
say? He's just a friend. I've done work with him in the past.
Okay. You shot and killed the
What kind of
driver.
work?
You're
we're
still
both
in conspiracy to commit a crime. You fled this scene
particular
feloniously,
mechanic
resisted arrest, and you had an
I
unregistered
work
weapon that you
for,
fired in city
it's
limits and
currently
open
unopened,
carry.
But it is owned by Blaze Knight.
Oh.
What?
Forgive me. I coughed.
Did he just out Blaze?
And is Blaze Knight the particular person that you were with that day?
It was not.
It was not.
Oh, but he pled the fifth when he was asked that before.
In the mechanic's job,
wow, man.
Is there any type of materials that you might be in possession of as a just day-to-day job of being a mechanic?
Lockpicks? Ooh, a drill, chat.
Mechanic tools,
Wait,
parts we get from repairs.
Here comes the drill. The drill will be the requirement.
Just to clarify, maybe I'm a little bit fuzzy here. Were you employed at the time? And if so, just verifying this was as a mechanic at the time of this incident on May 5th, 2024.
No.
The mechanic, correct?
I believe I was employed at the time.
Okay.
Through the mechanic shop.
Well, we can look
but
at
it
the
was a
CAD.
different location.
Ooh.
Okay, and then this bank truck, essentially, that you're on scene of, was this a part of your mechanic duties?
It was not.
He was indeed employed as a mechanic. Well, that is accurate.
But you acknowledge that you conspired with this particular person to commit armed robbery of the truck.
Right.
I was not aware that's what we were doing at the beginning.
You
What
shot
exactly
the
were you
driver,
informed you
dude.
were doing?
I was just told we were going to do some towing work.
Do you normally
Okay.
shoot people when
And
you
does
tow cars?
towing work usually require
Here
an
comes.
assault rifle?
Here it comes.
No, I just had that on me.
No, does it normally require shooting people?
Do all mechanics carry an assault rifle on them?
I can't speak for all mechanics, but I do.
You know that's illegal, right? Come on,
Okay.
Dakota. Ask him if he murders people when he tows vehicles. That's the good one. That's gonna get some laughs.
Were you guys driving any particular tow truck that would
There was no tow truck.
make you feel more comfortable with the assigned task that you were going to do? Or
Do you normally
led to
ride
believe you were
motorcycles
going
when
to
you
do?
tow vehicles?
I was under the assumption we were on the way to get my tow truck, which at the time was parked at the garage around Mirror Park.
So they weren't on a
Mirror
tow truck.
Park. You still own that tow truck?
I do.
What happened? Did you guys get the tow truck or no?
He went to jail. So
and
no.
then what prevented you from getting the tow truck?
Going to jail.
He decided he wanted to go after the truck.
Okay. And you followed?
Of course.
I was just following him.
I'm sorry, your voice crackled.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just following him.
Okay. So you followed him to the truck, the armored truck, as you clarified. I know you said, and I quote, he decided to go after the truck. What do you mean by he decided? What made you believe that?
Called it
that
on
is
the
what he
radio.
was going after.
Called it on the
He had
radio.
originally stopped the truck and he attempted to shoot the driver, but his firearm was out of ammo.
That
So
sounds
he
like
had
the
to-
Fallen Wolves.
He asked you to shoot the driver.
Yes,
That sounds like the Fallen Wolves.
Did you do it?
I did.
Your Honor, The prosecution rests.
And what was your thought process at the time of when he asked you to shoot the driver and you shot the driver?
I was going to leave after I had shot the driver, but I ended up staying around for him.
I decided I was going to go ahead and help myself to the shit in the back of the truck.
Okay. After you shot the driver, what happened next?
He began breaking into the back of the truck, and then gathering the items in the back.
On the day of which you were arrested, were you not in possession of a drill?
I was.
Is that a normal
What
piece of equipment
purposes
for
would
the
you use a
mechanic?
drill?
Right.
Mining.
Nope. Nope. Nope.
I thought you said you're employed as a mechanic.
Nope.
Yeah, I have 2 jobs.
Nope. Mining didn't require a drill at that time. That's a lie. That's a
And
lie.
you didn't use that drill at any point to assist him in accessing the rear of the armored truck?
I did not.
Did he have his own drill?
He did.
Is he also a miner?
I would assume so. I can't
Okay.
speak on what profession he does.
What's his name? I want to hear him plead the fifth again for being asked who the other person was.
No further questions, Your Honor.
He admitted to conspiracy. He admitted to murdering the driver. He admitted to the felony. Like, we're done here. Like, we're done.
No further questions.
Your Honors, yeah, right. I mean, what?
Prosecution rest.
Oh, man, dude. The first thing this attorney should have done his client is if at any point the prosecution calls you to the stand, you are to plead the fifth on everything. You don't say shit about anything.
Your Honor, prosecution rests.
Noted. Thank you.
Okay.
Defense, is there anything else you would like to bring to the attention of the court? Additional witnesses?
We'd like to call Blaze Knight, Your Honor.
Your Honor, we would like to call Blaze Knight.
I knew it!
Test.
I knew it, chat! What an upstanding citizen Mr. Knight is. Oh, I can't wait for Dakota to cross-examine Blaze
Mr. Knight,
Knight.
you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Oh my God, chat.
Have a seat, Mr. Knight.
You guys want to see Mr. Knight's record?
Mr. Knight, can you describe
Warning.
your relationship
Armed.
with Mr. Jacob Hanson?
Violent. Warrant. Denied.
A very good friend of me. I mean,
Here's Blaze Knight's record, chat.
kinda
What an
unsure what you want me to
upstanding
say about him,
citizen.
other than I know him as a stand-up guy. Ooh.
Have you worked in the past with the defense?
Come again? I didn't hear you.
Have you worked in the past as a mechanic with Mr. Hanson?
I have, yes. As he stated, he works at my shop.
Which is closed to the
currently
public.
Unopened, but
It's been unopened the entire time.
And how long have you known the defendant?
solid month. Well, month at least. At the maximum, maybe 3. Maybe more. I want to say 3.
He actually doesn't
Mr.
remember.
Knight, did you recently give Mr. Hanson any items or valuables?
No.
I paid him for some pictures a while back. I didn't have the money at the time, so I gave him
Pictures.
I think it was 2 gold bars. Just
Wow.
because I was simply, low on cash.
He was low on cash, but he had plenty of gold bars, chat.
I want to say on the
That Kaizen
4th of
Chin?
May, I believe. I don't remember exact date, but yeah, I'm pretty confident on that one.
And you said you gave those gold bars to Mr. Hanson for the
Taking
pictures that
photos,
he
yeah.
took. Do you have any documentation or receipts showing your ownership of these gold bars prior to giving them to Mr. Hanson?
No, they were given to me as a gift from my my club.
The club gave them to you as a gift.
So you got them as a gift.
Yes, sir.
I'm short circuiting right. What? Can I be part of an
mean, yeah.
MC that gives gold bars as gifts?
Were there any? The question was: were there any witnesses present when you gave the gold bars to Mr. Hanson?
Oh, no. I don't
No,
believe
because
so,
I gave
no.
them to myself.
Did you inform anyone about this transfer, this trade?
No, it never crossed my mind to.
Right, because we put all the gold bars. Oh yeah, yeah. Yep, that's what I thought, chat. O'Connor resigned 6 hours ago and is sitting buddy buddy with Miss Lily
The
Brave.
question was: were you aware of the alleged robbery or murder involving an armored truck on May 5th, 2020?
Can I get another
I
unit
was not
outside
at
to
all.
check on some suspicious activity near the
And to your
deputy's
knowledge,
vehicle?
did Mr. Hanson have any involvement in this incident?
Not to my knowledge.
Gosh,
no.
it's just like all these dirty cops, man. All these dirty cops. Is that an active warrant?
Your Honor, prosecution is objecting to this witness as he has no tie to the case at all. In the defendant's defense, he has no firsthand knowledge of any of the events that took place, other than the fact that gold bars were passed along to the defendant, which are not sole base evidence for this case here.
No, they're not. They're not using the gold. The gold. The
I move to strike the witness from the court.
Witness will be stricken from record. Tonight you are excused.
so because the presence of the gold bars on him is. We are so far down the rabbit hole. The guy just admitted to murdering the driver of the truck. He admitted to open carrying. He admitted to having an unregistered firearm. Like, I don't know what else. Like,
Mr. McNamara, I'm sorry, you said you yield the floor. Is defense resting?
To any available
Yes.
deputy that is at the courthouse right now, your vehicle's unlocked and we got 3 people surrounded by it. We just need to make sure that no.
Your Honor, as far as prosecution goes,
items
we
or
have no
evidence is
additional
missing from your
witnesses or
vehicle.
testimonies that we would like to provide. I do believe this is a preliminary court hearing, not
hey, more
actual trial.
Why don't you go out
Is
and
that
do
correct?
something, buddy?
There's no jury.
There you go. Pay attention.
We will defer to the defendant on this. Would you like to have a jury trial, or are you satisfied with the bench trial? Given
You're
the
satisfied.
irregularity of our start off, the option.
I'm satisfied.
Any objection?
What's up, Sergeant Maverick? Open and close case. I like. If he had gotten up and pled the fifth,
Your Honor, question.
Any objection to this being treated as a bench trial, as a jury trial option has been waived?
no objection. As soon as he's found guilty, though.
I do not have an objection. Just need clarification on the next steps. Is the defendant ready to plead guilty to charges that we can always reevaluate? I'm trying to understand here.
I don't know.
Or removing, proceeding on with a criminal trial for jury.
No, I think they've
Defense
waived.
has waived their right to a jury trial.
Okay. I have no objections.
Bench trial it is, chat. Like,
All right, gentlemen, if you can for a few moments, we'll reconvene in 5.
All right.
15 p.m. Central. We'll hand down the verdict.
all rise.
Okay.
Dakota. Okay. Hey Charlie, you want to just
Yeah?
hang out here for a second?
Okay, everything all right?
Yeah, I'll be right back.
Okay.
CJ, I want you with us.
Everything okay outside?
I'm down.
We had 3 people around the deputy's car. I don't know what's going on now.
Okay. All right. Do you happen to know whose car that was?
No, I don't. One of the deputies.
Okay.
The sheriff's ones.
Okay. All right. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. I'll go take a look. Oh. Oh, Pedro Ladrone, everybody. Hey, buddy. Yes, sir.
No, you had.
Me? I
If my
just
car-
got here.
If my car is left, if it's tampered with again, we're gonna have some problems.
What type of problems?
I don't know, fucking math problems.
Math problems? I don't like math.
I don't like math.
I got a
either.
calculator app.
Yeah, that's right, Mr. Maverick. You can't even add, 80 minus 70 for sure.
Is that like 400?
It could be,
Oh.
depending on how your Common Core math. Are you
interest you in a bag of chips?
Are you boys looking for a ride in the back of a police cruiser down to jail or something like that? Is that what's going on in here?
Wouldn't be the first time.
Oh, it certainly would not be. No, absolutely not. But man, I'll tell you one thing: these cars belong to you boys right here. These are your cars.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, because I can tell you right now that y'all go to jail, they're parked in a very dangerous position, and I might have to impound that shit for at least 7 days. That'd be a real shame. I bet you there's probably some interesting shit on the inside.
Tow
those officers as
well,
and
and
I
the
have
two
a
bike,
suspect
the
detained.
bike and the car and the other car then?
Oh, those are fine. Those look good to me. I don't see any problem with those. But
Seems
your
like
cars are.
retaliation, but okay.
Well, I mean, you can. Retaliation. That's that word a little bit big for you. You sure you're using that in the right
it
context?
is. Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
I can tell you right now, this is this. You guys would be lucky to deal with me. This deputy right here, boy, he's not very good with the tow truck, y'all. Like, he has a tendency to run into poles and cars fall off of it and shit like that. These look like
I
really
know,
nice cars.
Thank God for insurance.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, insurance. Well,
Yeah, about that.
About insurance.
you guys got proof of insurance? You got proof of insurance for these vehicles? I'm sure you guys have got. I'm sure you got insurance cards on you to show you got a legal insurance and everything like that, because y'all wouldn't be driving without insurance cards, right?
What vehicles?
Because that might be illegal if y'all didn't have insurance cards on you.
What vehicles?
What vehicles? Oh, are these not your cars? These aren't.
That's a hot dog stand.
These aren't your cars out here?
That's a nice hot dog stand.
Oh, did you?
hot
Oh,
dogs.
oh my God! Did you just
so
bump?
no objection. So
did
no
you?
objection to
Did,
impound
Mr. Did you just bump into me, sir? I think you bumped into me. Is that right?
Oh. Did I bump into you?
I think you did. Yeah, I think y'all just bumped into two officers right here. You guys know that's assault, right? When you have unwanted touching, that's considered assault. Hey,
So,
here.
Whoa.
So neither
Don't
one of you
corner
own
me.
these vehicles, right?
Don't corner me into the hot dog stand now.
Wow,
No,
you're not.
look at them. So if
Come
you
on,
own
sir.
these vehicles, no objection to impounding them, right?
I can't back up anymore. You guys are cornering me.
Oh, come on, sir. We all know you're well acquainted with the hot dog, sir. We all know you're definitely well acquainted with the hot dog stand. You're over here every day. You're probably shoving half a dozen hot dogs down your mouth at lunchtime. Probably 15 minutes flat. You can eat probably 12 dogs. Oh yeah, I've no doubt about that.
Here's a really big nose.
Here's the deal, guys. Okay, this is kind of a serious deal. Y'all want to fuck around and find out? I'm 100% down for it. I better see you on your best behavior, because I'm going to tell you right now, if I'm the one you're
Why
dealing
are you
with,
yelling?
I'm yelling because apparently you fuckers don't have shit in your ears and you can't hear very well. This is not a situation you want to fuck.
He's using his outside voice and outside, so it's okay, I guess. That's not.
I'll tell you what's going to happen. If I hear any more fucking yapping, y'all going to get trespassed, and if you don't leave immediately, you're going to jail. Do you guys fucking hear me?
Trespass for what?
Because right now you are interfering.
Interfering with what? The fuck?
Why don't you fuck around and find out? You guys hearing me?
Interfering with what?
Oh no! Oh, are you ill, sir?
Wow.
He's yelling at me.
It's real simple, gentlemen. We got a court proceeding going on. You guys are causing problem. This is considered disturbing the peace.
He's yelling at
Well, that'd be
me.
something y'all can go ahead and plead not guilty, and then you can have your own fucking court case, and you can fuck around and find out now. When you get me?
Yeah. Okay. That's fine by me. I mean,
All right.
do what you gotta do, buddy.
That's right. This is the one warning. Take this shit seriously. If I gotta come,
I can make some money for my pain and suffering.
Yep. I guess I have it. I guess I've explained myself as best as I can, gentlemen. So you better be on your best behavior. I'll make sure that y'all spend the night in jail. And these cars are gonna get impounded.
Property? Are we not like outside?
It is public.
I don't know. You
outside?
you guys are causing a disturbance that's interfering with the ability for court proceedings to take place.
What is the disturbance? We didn't even go inside.
All right, guys. This is your chance. Have a good one.
What are these?
You have a terrible one.
Yes, sir.
Can you clarify something for me? Because is having an advanced lockpick, is that illegal?
An advanced lockpick?
My understanding is not, unless you catch me doing something, right?
I mean, I don't know. What possible reason do you have for having an advanced lockpick, Mr. Ladrone? It's kind of a context-based situation.
Well, we used to have issues getting our doors until the doors got fixed.
Right. So you don't have issues of getting your doors open anymore, right?
Well, yeah, but
okay. Are you a mechanic, sir?
I am actually.
Oh, you are a mechanic?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So you have a reason to get into cars that maybe don't belong to you. Sometimes it's a customer thing, right?
Of course.
Okay. Right. Yeah. So
if an officer just flat out tells me and detains me because he said that I had a gun, even though I didn't realize that if you frisk me, the advanced lockpick is
it's considered contraband, I guess.
That's okay. That part I didn't know.
That would be my guess. Is they probably felt something that felt like an illegal item.
Okay. So correct me if I'm wrong though. If you get frisked and they say we have something, like I find something on you, they wouldn't detain you right away, right?
I mean, they might detain you just to just so that you don't try to pull something
they wouldn't
out.
cuff you.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Sometimes I detain people sometimes with cuffs. I just say it's for my safety. I just have to if I got to pat you down, and you pull a firearm out.
This other guy didn't know what he was doing. I need him fired.
What other guy is that?
I forgot his name.
Oh, well, I can't. Is he LSPD?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I'm not really in a position to fire somebody, but if you want to file a formal complaint, that's perfectly fine too.
I'm fine because you know me. If I have something that is considered frisk worthy,
okay,
I have no issue putting it away.
So here's what I would advise, sir. If you have an issue with an officer, let's go ahead and file a formal complaint, and we can handle it then. It was probably not the best.
I just want him to apologize. That's all I want.
Well, I'm sure that if he'd be willing to apologize, but this is probably not the best time to be going demanding an apology at this moment. Okay.
Fair enough.
All right, but we can. You're always free to file a complaint, and the department can review it, and if it's a problem, then we'll address it.
All right, fair enough. Thank you.
Or you could just not carry around advanced lockpicks. That's also big.
Yeah, but I can carry one. That's a difference.
You can, but maybe you shouldn't.
Excuse me. Did you put him away? No, I was having a conversation with Bauer.
Hey, Bauer.
Hey, Charlie.
Yeah, just give me a second. Hey, Charlie, I hear you need handcuffs.
Yes, please.
Okay, call me later.
Okay.
First taser, now handcuffs?
Oh, no, the handcuffs were the first request.
What kind of stuff do you guys get up to?
Some things are best left behind closed doors.
I plead the fifth.
It seems like Bauer's been reading too much 50 Shades of Grey.
Actually 50 Shades of black and white because that's the cruiser color.
They are
50 Shades of
the only
America.
books on his nightstand, so...
Right.
Oh, Lord.
Is it? No, I need the other guy to frisk me. I don't trust you. Oh, thank God.
I went out and have a conversation with the gentleman outside who apparently were interested in a BCSO cruiser as well.
Wait, what happened?
Yeah, the chip guy and his buddies.
Uh-huh. The guy with the munchies?
Yeah, I don't think they quite understood the seriousness of the situation, so.
Oh.
Yeah, they'll be fine.
Okay. Woo! What was that?
I heard that.
Shit bomb.
Uh-huh.
Snack
Heard
bomb.
that. Snack bomb.
A stack bomb.
Blaze Knight is rethinking lawyers.
Everything all right?
I'm sure it's fine.
I'm in danger.
I'm in danger.
I kind of want to go make sure it wasn't my Bel Air. You said you're going to give me a Bel Air?
Man. O'Connor must have been able to afford that Bel Air
Well,
selling all
this
those
place emptied
illegal
out.
weapons. Yep. That's right. He'll be full back here in a second.
Okay.
Still has
Well,
all 4 doors.
That poor gentleman's limping.
All 2 doors, I should say.
It must have been that guy with the diarrhea. Sir, did you have explosives today?
Somebody probably ought to have a conversation with Blaze and tell him to take that fucking mask off his face.
Yeah, what?
You shouldn't be.
Apparently, it wasn't the advanced lockpick.
Oh, what was it then, sir?
I'm sitting right here. How would I cause that
I
explosion?
don't know, but
How did you
I
even
don't
get
have the
that
advanced
RS?
lockpick anymore, and it still gave me a thing.
Acid farts.
Maybe you
Well,
have a
all right,
dangerous
Martin
package
versus an explosion.
on you, sir.
I guess.
Thank you all. Please be seated.
Laura.
Hey, Vasquez. Yeah, somebody ought to tell Blaze Knight to take that fucking shit off his face. That
Ladies
makes
and gentlemen,
me.
it is the court's understanding that
That makes me really
LSPD
nervous.
and the defendant, Mr. Jacob Hanson, have come to a plea agreement.
Guilty.
Chief Whitty, would you like to state the adjusted charges and fines?
Chief, what are you there?
Uh-oh.
We can't hear you.
Sorry, I was whispering to myself. I had to make sure it sounded good before I said it.
The
following charges are against the defendant from the prosecution. Following charges are, as read, identified, and as from the state of San Andreas. Conspiracy to commit a crime, misdemeanor, $7,500 bill with a 15-minute jail time. Evasion from police in a vehicle, misdemeanor, classification. $7,500 bill with 25 minutes of jail time. Possession of an unregistered firearm, classified as a felony. A $10,000 bill with a 10-minute jail time. And murder, classified as a felony. $2,500 or $25,000 bill. The jail time total of 100 minutes. Prosecution recognizes that the defendant served his time, so time will be served, leaving 0 minutes for jail time. No bill was ever paid, therefore the defendant is subject to $50,000 just for the crimes of which were committed, not recognized in the court's fees, attorney fees. The end.
Very well. In defense, this is the agreement you have come to, correct?
You're on whisper as well.
Yes, Your Honor.
Very well. Court accepts the plea. Court accepts that time has been served by Mr. Hanson.
Guilty.
Levying a total of $50,000 in fines, remaining payable to LSPD.
How do you plead? Not guilty. I knew you'd say
Mr.
that.
Hanson is appropriately billed through LSPD's billing system.
Correct.
Mr. Hanson, you understand that you have entered a plea and been found guilty of conspiracy to commit a crime, evading from police in the vehicle, possession of an unregistered firearm, and murder, correct?
I do.
Very well. With this plea deal, court is adjourned.
All rise.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thanks for your time.
God, that lawyer sucked.
Participation and those of you in the audience. Thank you.
Wow.
Hey, Lieutenant.
All units, be on alert.
Have you heard of Blue Chew?
People
No.
upset with the
You should try it sometime.
plea deal.
Sure happens, buddy.
Have a good one.
Learn something from it, right?
How are you doing, Laura?
I'm gonna go take a poop.
Right.
Huh?
I think he already did.
Mm-hmm.
That he left behind.
Yeah, he's
Might
been
wanna have
having some tummy
might wanna have
issues.
Might want to have the janitors wipe that seat down, especially good.
They were using a little bleach on the aisles earlier.
Yeah.
Never be
Either
too
that or
careful.
They just need to take this bench and throw it away and light it on.
I think so. I think that sounds like a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they can donate it to Dave.
Laura, did you need a ride anywhere, or you good?
Hey, Charlie, let's go get those handcuffs.
No, I'm
okay.
What?
What?
Yeah, I don't think that's I do not think that's a good idea, Charlie. Just saying.
Yeah. No, Charlie.
Why not?
But
Reasons.
Charlie had told me that well, Bauer, I know you're safe for it, so I'm pretty sure you definitely want handcuffs.
Yeah, I don't.
Is this safe? Is this safe for zombie?
No, actually, it's kind of weird. His safe word is his own name.
It's actually
that makes actually that would make a lot of sense.
actually my safe word is Farfanugan.
Oh, you follow the 3 syllables. Nice.
Yeah. It's Farfanugan. That's my safe word.
Yep.
Surprised it's not
Sorry, what was that,
Liebenschlagen Flackenstugari.
Well, eventually it's just so
From Euro-
complicated. Oh, from that's right. Oh, that's right.
Well, that's the only reason I'm sticking here. So if you want to come with me, I'll escort you back to your chambers.
Hey, Mr. McGee.
Mine's apples.
Yes, sir.
Whenever you're done with her, are you able to come back down? Can we have a word, please?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, O'Connor wants to talk about you know, being I guess wanting to be compensated for the rifles that he bought from the department store that he was probably using to proliferate to somebody.
We're just gonna go to Spencer's Gifts. It'll be fine.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
Yeah, we're good. We're good.
Yep.
Will.
Right.
Make sure your office is clear.
Well, all right,
Are
guys.
they still around? I don't even know.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Someone running.
Yeah, Bauer, if I can step outside with you and speak to you private.
Yeah. I'll be right back, guys.
All right, bye.
All right, Charlie, what car do you want to drive?
Oh God, no. Yeah, there's some stuff that I know out of character, obviously not in character. That's probably what we're about to find out right now. The bike sounds so bad. Oh. What's up?
Just start keeping an eye if you start seeing O'Connor pop up, and if I were you, I would not. If he puts an application in for LSPD, I would be extremely hesitant about.
I mean, there was already, I kind of noticed that, I saw the notice go out that he had left the department, and then I see him sitting next to Lily Brave. That was kind of surprising. I don't know if he even has familiarity with them at all.
So, this
I don't want somebody
is
for
third-party information, obviously how it got to me.
Okay.
So it cannot be reliable, it cannot be used in admission, it cannot be used for anything, but it does give us at least reasonable articulate suspicion to keep a closer eye on him.
Mm-hmm.
One night when he was alone on duty, it was reported that the sheriff's helicopter that he was in possession of was seen being piloted by one Miss Lily Brave.
The fuck? Are you? Oh.
I wish I was kidding.
So, does she even know how to fly a chopper?
I mean, it's still in one piece, so either he's a really damn good mechanic, or she was able to do so.
Is he air support unit certified?
I believe so,
Yeah, okay.
Well, not anymore, but...
Well, I mean, obviously not anymore, but I mean, like, I'm just trying to even think of the plausibility of having that pulled out, but it's like, okay, so...
So the issue was, the reason why he was, why he quit today was, so it was found out that he was getting into the department store, even though he's not at rank to do so. He's not a supervisor or anything like that.
Yeah, I thought you had to be sergeant in order to do that.
So this was in the past, before I guess there might have been they didn't have the locks configured correctly, so he still did it.
Okay.
And so he was purchasing department weapons, and then when he put them in the truck, so Rodney Alpha got tired of people's messy vehicles, because when we switch them from one to another, unassign them, reassign them, there's a bunch of junk in the back. So finally Rodney today has been doing inventory, cleaning out all the trucks, organizing armory and stuff like that.
Oh, shit.
He opens up the back of O'Connor's, sees 6
full of guns.
6 MK18s.
6?
Why do you need 6 of the same gun?
Well, I mean, we had a guy recently that decided he was going to be passing them out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because they were put back into the armory. Oh, and they were not. It's not like they were registered. So it's
Oh
not
no,
like we
of
can prove
course
he
not.
owned them.
Right.
It's not like we can prove that these were his personal ones. He claimed, I need reimbursement for those. They said no, those are department property, obviously. And so he immediately turned to Miss Hicks. Well, now, Miss Shepard turned in all his duty weapons and his badge and said, I resign. And he walked away from that. And so finding out that he had the 6 MK18s like that unregistered, finding out now,
Torn.
like I said, through third parties,
STXTIC, thank you so much for the
Ray
follow.
was seen piloting the helicopter that was assigned to him at that night when he was the only one on duty. He was responsible for getting it repaired, so that was why he had it out. He wasn't patrolling in it; he was getting it down for repairs, and somehow still let Miss Brave pilot it. The fact is, I think we might have a more 2.0. Well, now that he's out, it doesn't mean that he still can't, oh, how do I say, work with insider information.
No, I just, yeah, I mean, just the, I mean, according to the HR finalized report from the situation with Bradford, they claim that a unnamed LSPD cadet was with Bradford. Now, what was interesting to me is that nobody gave any names, and I have to admit that the notion of a LSPD cadet. So basically, like, here's the thing. Like, when I was in BCSO, I didn't understand how the FTO program in LSPD worked. Okay, so the FTO program here is rather extensive. That doesn't mean that it's not going to breed bad cops, but you know, if you're a cadet, like, you're not, you know, it's not fly by the seat of your pants, and then if they think that you can get through a shift without getting killed, they kick you out. Like, BCSO was very much trial by fire. LSPD is very much like, you have to tick these boxes, and until you do, you are a fucking probationary officer. So it's a little bit of a, I would argue, there's a little bit more risk being a probationary cadet for LSPD. It just didn't make any sense to me why Bradford would find a LSPD cadet in a different department, and that was the guy who trusted him to go down with him down to Kyo and try and take out Luca Changretta. Didn't make any fucking sense to me. So what did make sense to me was you had O'Connor come in. He was a fast track from LSPD to BCSO. He was tight with Bradford. Bradford hooked him up with a truck. He hooked him up with SRT membership. He's got fast tracked everywhere, and so I just never got this. I never got a feeling from O'Connor that he wasn't. I don't know how to explain this. It's like the exact opposite. Just that it was suspicious. Like, I just didn't get a good, solid read on him. And I'd ask, especially asking him questions about that incident, and he's like, "Yeah, I don't really remember who it was. I don't remember who it was. I don't remember much of the call." Negative. I believe that may have been a Atomata explosion.
10.
So, like, when I asked him, now granted, it wasn't like a few days after the incident. It was a couple of weeks, because I was trying to gather some additional intelligence to try and corroborate whether he was part of that incident. But I asked him, I said, "Hey, was there a report filed?" He's like, "Oh, I don't know." I was like, "Who was it that you guys are looking for?" He's like, I don't know. And it's like, that's really weird, because for a guy who got his Durango blown up by a compact grenade launcher, when we are not subject to the same memory loss issues, he didn't really seem to know. And it wasn't like he's like, "Oh, dude, I got injured and woke up at the hospital. I have no idea what happened to me." He's just like, "Yeah, I don't remember." Like, he just came across as a fucking liar. And so my thing is, I just don't trust him. And so I hear that he's getting caught with half a dozen Mark 18s in the back of his cruiser, especially how much time he has been spending apparently up at Paleto Auto. And I can tell you right now that there's an open case right on Norman Bates, or Norman potentially running guns. So it's entirely possible that O'Connor's got a friendly relationship with Bates, and that he's lifting the gun, not lifting, but he's purchasing the guns at the department store, free and clear and unregistered. Don't need a class 4. There's nothing that ties you to the weapon, no receipt, nothing. And then he's proliferating them through Paleto Auto, and then Bates sells them on the street. I mean, it's thin, but it works.
Well, it's interesting you say that, because I notice a lot of times when I'm on duty and I'm looking to see, oh, hey, who else do I got on duty with me today? I'll see O'Connor, who's not responding to anything. Pretty sure he's not on duty, yet his tracker is still, guess where?
Paleto, yeah. People were noticing that he would operate out of the Paleto precinct a lot. He was up in that area a lot, like a lot. And it's, I mean, Paleto needs attention. Don't get me wrong, but it's like there's like attention, and then there's like you said, you're up there just a little too long.
Exactly. I also noticed too that he didn't so much how do I say this, rub elbows with his fellow ranks, and instead was attached to the hip to higher command. And that's
So you can
you know,
go
that's
there
not
and judge
indicative
something
of
there.
anything. It's not an accusation. It's not proof, but it is a red flag of why are you so obsessed with the higher ranks instead of the people that you're supposed to be out on patrol with day to day? That tells me that you're not interested in that, and you're interested in more getting tidbit high command drops here and there. You know,
Okay. Yeah.
rumor mill and stuff like that. You know, you schmooze with the right people, they slip up on a smoke break or things like that. You know, it's a what I call pattern building. You know, you look at
Right.
it and you go,
Right.
well, by itself, it's not a big deal. But then you start to do the sniff test, and you're like, do you do that? Are you trying to butt kiss for promotion? Well, no, because you're not taking your sergeant test. You're not doing FTO, so you definitely don't ever want to go above corporal, which you've been stuck at for a month now.
Adam 104 is
Why
gonna
are
be
you now
10-7
rubbing
to
elbows
42.
constantly with
Back a
command
little
and not your fellow officers?
Good question. I mean, and
So it's the sniff.
it sounds like, you know, I mean, he may not have needed to pursue higher ranks because, you know, maybe he had everything that he needed, whatever his position was or whatever he was looking to accomplish. He didn't need to go any higher than that. You start stepping up in the ranks, your responsibilities grow, but so does the attention, right? You know, if you're a sergeant or staff sergeant, people might be like, "Oh, hey, what's Staff Sergeant O'Connor doing today? Oh, he's up here or there." You know what I'm saying? Like, so your corporals like that it's like that sweet rank. You know, like you're not a pleb, but you don't have a lot of responsibility either. So yeah. Fuck this guy doing here?
Yeah. Totally get it. So, yep. Just, you know, one eye open, things like that. Head on a swivel whenever they're.
Yeah, no, duly noted. So I did want to I want to put this on your radar for you as well. Well, shortly before I left BCSO, I was putting a lot of attention on the non-dragons. You know, it didn't help the fact that that both Chris Stone and Kaizen Chen decided that they wanted to, you know, basically pin me down and massively assault me with airsoft guns, and then they ended up getting smoked by Merriweather, thankfully, that came to my rescue. But those guys have apparently purchased it looks like that, whether it was, how would you say, is it posthumously, after death? There seems to have been an after-death potential transfer of property, including the Tobin's auto mechanic shop. And now Chris Stone and Kaizen Chen and potentially other members of the Nine Dragons crew are running that shop, and they're already getting into all kinds of messed up trouble.
Interesting, considering who previously owned that shop.
Yeah, it's what's kind of so like today, they call 911 because they claim that somebody had broken in and stolen a bunch of materials. And so a couple LSPD units roll over there to do the investigation, and then for whatever reason, I think Kaizen Chen was driving a like a blue-colored what do they call it, a Urus? It's a Lamborghini.
Mm-hmm.
So they attempt to initiate a stop, and Chan decides that he's gonna, you know, pull the whole like, oh, I'm gonna be on base.
174 is going to be in a 1011.
So he calls in, or so he Chen proceeds inside of the Tobin location property, which of course the officers pursue him inside because we can do that now. And apparently the other guys inside the shop took extreme offense to it, came out yelling and screaming. In fact, Bergen claims that one of them actually pointed a firearm at him. They're trying to get the police off their property, and then apparently Chen gets picked up on an active warrant for that stupid shit that he posted on Birdie. I guess these guys are so dumb. Like, hey, here, let me film myself doing massive street racing and felonious shit. Oh, I mean, no one can prove it's me except, you know, you own the account and it's your car and all that shit. So, you know, but he got picked up on an active warrant. But those guys are still active. They may not be Nine Dragons, but those fucking guys are still doing shit. And it's entirely possible that they're still, I don't know if they have access to the compound that's up in Paleto, but, I mean, those guys have got pretty strong ties to county. So if you guys happen to have anything on them or you're running any cases on them and you guys need to, if you got to conduct surveillance or whatnot, just keep in touch. Now that you guys don't have to worry about, you know, you don't have to worry about James Moore fucking sniffing around CIU and, you know, letting people know about Mickey Franco getting her search warrant served and shit like that, you guys might be in a better place to where we can start cooperating. So yeah, that's just something I wanted to put on your radar.
Interesting. Something you said kind of tickled something in my brain. You
Mhm.
said they reported that they had a theft of materials, right?
Yeah, and I should add that when, of course, after Kaizen Chen gets collared and BCSO is contacted to come serve that warrant, suddenly they were no longer interested in allowing us to investigate this potential theft, and they just basically wanted to forget the whole thing happened.
Okay, give me 30 seconds, 1 minute in my brain real quick.
Mm-hmm. The poll. What is Garrett? What is Patrick Garrett's alleged sauce of choice?
So, about a day prior to Moore's death, he was on duty at BCSO.
Here comes Jen.
And I remember him quite clearly stating that he was in a pissy mood because someone robbed his shop for materials.
Correct. Yeah.
That can only be done by employees, by the way. It's not like you can break in and get access to storage.
Right. It's either the property owner, like you have to designate key. Oh, hang on 1 second. Hey, Charlie. Everything okay?
Yeah, how are you, Bauer?
I'm good. I'm just outside chatting with Vasquez. We're just talking shop.
Okay, can we come by and pick you up?
Can you come by and pick me up? Well, I've got my police cruiser here. So
You won't need it anymore. You'll be fine.
I won't need it anymore. Well, I do need it, Charlie. I have
Correct.
to use it for work.
Okay, you can go park it.
Okay. Yes, I can go park it. That's correct.
Okay, because we're gonna pick you up.
You're gonna pick me up. You're not gonna. This is not you picking me up in a Learjet or something. You're laying in the middle of the fucking street, right?
It can be.
Oh, you have Pedro with you? I don't know if this is gonna be a good idea.
He's our driver. It's gonna be great. You'll just say yes, and we'll see you soon.
I'll think about it.
Just
I'll
say
pick
yes.
him. I'll pick him up. Just where is he?
You know,
Where
I'm
you at?
actually I'm up north. I'm up at we're
Wow.
outside Sandy Airfield right now. It's you guys are kind of breaking up a little bit. The service is really bad up here.
Wow.
Yeah, it's really bad up here. But I'll talk to you.
It's so bad that I can see your shadow all the way from the north.
Oh shit!
I can clearly see it at City Hall there.
All right, just give me a few minutes here, okay? We're not bullshitting. I got something I'm doing, and that's important. But
Okay.
All right, I will be over there shortly.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay. All right. Bye.
All right, bye.
Pedro, there's a name I haven't.
7-4, welcome in.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Who is that?
Is that the president?
I don't know. Charlie, are you on the radio?
Anyway.
Anyway, finish your thought. Okay, so yeah, you're right. They only be stolen by employees.
So it's interesting that has happened twice in literally a week time frame. Who I would assume be a different employee each time, because I would assume, unless Kaizen Shan, Christone, and them were already hired onto James's payroll prior, and then when the transfer came over, they remained as an employee and could do it again.
That's possible.
Violent.
So you know the old saying, all roads point to Rome?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like this is an all roads point to more. That dude was in a lot more shit than we ever realized.
Warning. Armed.
So,
Warrant.
okay, here we go.
Coincidences, I know you don't either.
So here are the people who are employed over at that shop. Okay? Because everybody doesn't realize this is such a great way to be able to track associations. Okay? Felix Marshall, Donnie Shadows, Jarvis Jamar, Evelyn Sadler, a Xander Hill. Josh Sadler is still, you know what? There's one crossover. Abel Storm. Nav Westwoods. So yeah, I could. Okay, that was Nav Westwoods that I saw today. Him in that fucking red fedora, and Kaizen Chen and Chris Stone. So Sadler and possibly Westwoods. Take a quick look here.
Warning, armed, violent. Warning,
See
armed,
here.
violent.
His most recent report. So, all right, we had just from the 7th. This is today. Oh, that's a little too recent. He got arrested today. Okay, so his last arrest was besides today was 420. So Nav Westwoods was employed as a mechanic over at 1008. He's 9 Dragons. Right.
Yep. Okay.
So I think Sadler is the only one who's the only holdover from Moore's crew. So, and I mean, we already know Sadler's a piece of shit. I mean, he's allegedly even stole Autumn's truck, and so he didn't seem to care that that belonged to Moore, and that was actually his employer. So yeah, I bet that's probably it's not out of the realm of possibilities to say that Sadler did it. He's a murderer. He's a thief. So yeah.
A lot of ties.
Question.
There's no such thing as coincidence.
No, the question would be why all of a sudden the hostility. They called 911 to investigate the theft, but then all of a sudden they started clamoring up.
Because they might have realized who did it, and might have realized that they needed to drop it because it was an internal thing.
Could be.
Or there might be. Let's see, what else would they do?
I'm just trying to think that maybe there was something inside. Maybe they wanted to report the theft, but they didn't want to actually show the inside.
Right.
I can tell you, although it's not exactly hard to see, they have a giant piece of construction equipment in their lobby area. I've never been inside Tobin's, so I have no fucking idea. I didn't want to go over there at all while Moore owned it, just because he had between Buck Compton and Josh Sadler. It was just like, I ain't going fucking anywhere near that place. So. But I just happened to see on the outside there's a giant fucking bulldozer on the inside, and it's like, why on earth would you own something like that? I would use it to rob banks and shit personally. Push cop cars aside, stuff like that. I don't know. It's thin.
Hey, call this a weird... You know what? I gotta stop calling them weird hunches and wild hunches, because apparently I'm 2 for 2 on them, so I'm just gonna keep going with...
Sure.
I wonder if there's somebody who runs middlemen. So here's a theory. This is just, like I said, I'm gonna put this down in my realm of possibilities, see if dots start to connect.
Okay.
So they have a problem. So Tobin's has a problem. They're clearly former 9 Dragons. That doesn't mean anything. That means they could still be 9 Dragons. That means they could be something whole else that hasn't been declared yet. Who knows?
Right.
Maybe they're trying to play a little more under the radar. They realized they were loud and proud 9 Dragons, and that got them under the radar too much. So now they switched and roaming something underground. Okay. Big deal.
Right.
Anyway, so they have all these different people who are all known criminals working for them. They get their shit stolen. And they're like, oh, we need to call the cops. Okay, well, cops are loud. Cops are obviously searching, stuff like that. Somebody who keeps an eye on that, could be police scanner, could be insider information, could be 1,000 different ways, gets word, but they know who did it, right? So let's say it's like another gang member. It's not related to the underground. It's not related to the 9 Dragons. Could be like Sadler or something like that.
Right.
So then this person steps in and says, you need to call the cops off. I will handle this. I will take care of it. You'll just owe me money and I'll get back everything you own. So now suddenly they're calling you guys back because they want it handled within the underworld.
Right. They want to be able to handle it amongst themselves and maybe potentially reclaim whatever was stolen. Maybe something that was taken is something that they don't want to have found.
It could be a price of operating. They are awfully damn close to the DCMC club.
That's true.
It could be maybe they're under some sort of protection or contract or something in the area, or it could be 12 different things. But you're right. It seems very suspicious. They're not stupid. They know the cops are going to come and search for a theft. Why suddenly get cold feet?
Agreed. Yeah. I mean, Abel Storm is listed as a mechanic, I think, at that location. So he's got associations with that spot. So
I was about to say, isn't he DCMC?
that's my understanding. Yeah, yeah, he's
Yeah.
DCMC as well.
So I have a feeling that somebody stepped in somewhere, got too hasty, called the cops, and that pissed off whoever may be looking over that area or looking over the cities underground and told them to call the dogs.
Could be. I think it holds water. I mean, that's definitely going to be a place that I'm going to be keeping an eye on for sure. Should have been doing it before. I didn't get a chance to review 100% of it, but there's actually cameras that are right next to that shop, and I actually saw some footage that went back to the 10th with that explosion that we got called over there from James Moore. There's some of the footage I didn't get to, but yeah, there's some suspicious shit, and there's definitely been stuff going on. Some of it I just couldn't see though, but
yeah, seems like a hot spot. I would. It's not my county, it's not my area of
well, let's
control, but definitely I would be watching out for.
Yeah, let's collaborate. Let's keep in touch about what's going on.
Will do. If I have any sort of county issues pop up involving those individuals, I will definitely pass them your way.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. Well, I think my ride is here.
Hey, Bauer. Hey, Laura.
Hey.
Look at this.
Wow.
Not quite sure you're supposed to be driving on City Hall property.
Yeah.
Ma'am, she is too famous to walk on these sidewalks.
No pictures, please.
No pictures. I'm gonna need to go park my police cruiser, and I think we'll have to wait until after storm probably to do whatever this is here.
Fantastic.
We might lose this.
We might lose this.
Oh, well, that's unfortunate because I'd really hate to lose a vehicle that allegedly is not owned.
Why would you use that? Why would you?
Oh, it's a rental.
Yep.
Oh, well, you can't just get it back from the rental place.
It's crazy. A funny story.
They're all funny, Mr. Ladrone.
Well, I mean, hey, come on now. Hey, I'd be a stand-up comedian, but I prefer sitting. Anyway.
Hey.
Yeah. Funny enough, they charged me $30,000 for the rental, and for whatever reason, they just seem to always have business, and I had to be on a wait list, and it's already been reserved for after storm, from what I hear.
Oh, I see. I hate when that happens.
Yeah, I know that is.
Stinks. The storm is just ruining your
Oh, it's just unbelievable.
I tried buying some Etsy's.
Well, have you tried looking over your rental contract? You surely have it in your vehicle, right?
I can't believe it. I think they forgot to give that to us. I need to write a strongly worded email.
Yes, you do. Hey,
I do.
Bauer, what you doing there, buddy?
Oh, just checking my email.
I can't see. How is it that we can't hear him and he's the loudest person in the city?
I know, right?
I know, right? Yeah, exactly.
Oh my God!
Said he's checking
we
his email.
Match.
Who matches? Oh.
Yep, we sure do. I think like everybody in the city has that belly tattoo. It's too good not to get.
Yeah, that's Deborah.
I actually don't have that one.
Yeah,
Well,
you
you're
had
not
said
cool
you got
like us,
or a zombie
Bauer.
banana.
Right, zombie bananas, yeah.
Yeah, you're not cool like us. Actually, we can't let the mosquitoes in. Hold on one second.
Oh, okay.
It was good to catch up with you, Vasquez. I will be back. I'm going to go park my truck, and then I will be back after storm. So you guys enjoy your rental, and make sure that it gets back to its rightful
You know
owner,
what?
Mr.
You
Ladrone.
seem tired. Get in the car. I'll give you.
Nah, I'm good. I'm good. It's okay. Oh, I got to go this way. Oh, you know what? My truck is back this way. I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm gonna take the stairs. Oh, hey guys.
Hey.
Oh, you're blocking the sidewalk. Oh, there's no way around that. Oh, man. Oh, I'll go this way. Oh.
Give into the fun. Oh, what was that?
Oh, I don't know.
Hey,
Oh,
sir, it's a rental.
It is a rental.
We beat you.
Don't worry, guys. I'll be right back. That looks a lot like cop baiting, chat.
You think he'll give us the flashing light since you're important? Lights. Yeah, we were waiting for the lights.
Probably driving around with Ladrone in a stolen limousines. Yeah, probably the best idea. Probably not the best idea. Oh, hey guys. Y'all lost? Oh. Yeah. Well, you know, all right, fine. Fine, chat. We're probably gonna shut down the stream. I know everybody's please don't be mad at me. I really had not planned on streaming and I don't have too much going on. I got super behind on a bunch of stuff today, chat. So I want to make sure you guys could see the court case. Some people were not able to make it, so I want to make sure we could do that. So we're going to use the storm as a good opportunity to kind of, you know, just sort of, you know, put some nice punctuation. It was an awesome trial, and I think that the defense has a lot to, yeah, like, I feel like their guys should have just been told, if you're called on the stand, like, you might as well just anticipated that the prosecution was going to call and then be like, maybe it would be a good idea to just plead the fifth. You know, just plead the fifth and be good. I'm gonna try and make it to the locker room here because I can change my outfit. So thank you so much for hanging out, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and move you guys over. I'm gonna see who else is streaming SAVRP. So we're gonna figure that out together, and I'll move you all over. So bear with me. Just stick around. I'm gonna go ahead and hit the transition here, but please do not go anywhere. I'm gonna go ahead and shoot you guys over to somebody else, and that way you guys can keep on watching. So thank you very much. As always, you guys are so awesome. Take care. We'll see you on the next patrol, everybody.
He's got the Bauer. It's got the Bauer.
I mean, you get your money's worth.
Yo, listen up. Here's the story of a man who's cleaning up the streets in San Andreas land with a badge on his chest and justice in his hand. He's the force of the law, making criminals disband. I've got the power. Yeah. He's got the power. In every hour, yeah. He's bringing the show of justice in mind. Under the spotlight, he's fighting the fight with all of his might. From the streets of Los Santos to the shores of Paleto Bay, he's the nightmare of crooks in every single way. No lie too deep, no scheme too clever. Bauer's on the scene, breaking chains like never. I've got the power, yeah. He's got the power. No need to cower, yeah. His power. He's the man of the hour, with justice to devour. Standing tall, he'll never sour. He's got the power.
Hey guys, go ahead and hang out. We're gonna I'm gonna shoot you over to my buddy Skip. Be sure to give him some love and make sure that you follow him. And take care, guys, and we will see you.
He's got the Bauer. It's got the Bauer. Yo, listen up.